Well, got back from Colorado yesterday. Uh, um, um, it's been very. It's a sucky time. I have lots of audio to show you. Um, I just kept recording. While I was over there in Colorado. Um, I want to show you all of it. It's literally like probably about 6 hours or something of it. Um, but this thing is weird, and this is one of the biggest events of my life. It really is. And it might be. It's close. I would have to say that an order of importance, the single most important event in my life has probably been the morph. That lasted. It was a 1 hour or 2 hour event. That's the most important thing in my life. The second would be Truth Under Oath. And I have the approximate date when that occurred, but it was gradual. It was working, and I made it official. I know when it was working, and then I officially kind of put it in place in the legal system when the Truth Under Oath was somewhere in October of 2007. And that's one of the miracles of all miracles until I can travel 100 light years in under 2 seconds. I think that will beat that. But this event with Stephanie dying, and it's a murder investigation. This is probably it's going to be the biggest period of my show. It's going to be it's the most eventful portion of my show is this murder investigation, because it's definitely something weird going on, and I will say that I believe it's from. I'm not sure how much I should. It's. I think we have a supernatural death here. That there was something unusual, supernatural occurred, which resulted in Stephanie's death. And I tell you, I did not see this coming in my show. This kind of an event. This is really a shocking thing to me that this has occurred. But this sequence of months, if not years, related to the story, is the biggest sequence of events of my show. Again, I can't. I have put. Truth Under Oath is huge. It's unbelievably huge. It's just that I'm trying to wait. It's the weight of this event of Stephanie's death. It's so huge emotionally on me. It's such a sad time for me that God has decided that this should be important in my show. It really is. I'm not exactly happy with some of the events in my show, especially just how poor that God has made me in this show and how long it is. It's long, it's poor, and now it's extremely sad. Only thing sadder than this would be if my kids were hurt, and so we got. One second. No doubt I'll be talking about this for months. this is going to be a murder investigation. It's going to be a weird one. Evidence is going to be, I think, missing because it's supernatural. And I have to somehow convince CBI, Colorado Bureau of Investigation, that they may need to use me in Truth Under Truth Under Oath in investigating paranormal activity. And it's one thing I've learned is it's good luck getting anybody to take a look at anything I've got going. So there's a lot of evidence to support that the husband Dale did it. In fact, I'm pretty sure he did. The supernatural portion of it, I'm not sure how much I should say. I think I figured it out, but I haven't figured out the motive quite yet. By the way, there's a $500,000 life insurance policy at stake for Steph's death. So that's a big thing. And I think they were hurting for money, and Steph had just lost a job, and she was kind of going through a midlife crisis and doing some weird stuff, and you know, applying daggers into Dale's back. And Dale could have easily had enough of it and decided to offer. The thing that doesn't make a whole lot of sense is, well, it's in the audio. Some of the things just don't make sense, that he would be this obvious. I mean, it's almost like it's obvious. It's an open and shut case, except for gathering the evidence, the video that you know, watches him commit the act. Except for having that kind of evidence, it's like, dude, man, you know, you got all these things going on, and he's even threatened. It's in the court records that he's threatened to kill Steph if Steph ever left him. Next, you know, that I think that was in some kind of restraining order or something just a month before this. Next thing you know, she's dead. This would be like a no-brainer, right? The thing is, it doesn't make any sense. Dale's a smart guy. Why would he make it that obvious? I guess maybe because court system, because it lacks, even with that, they need evidence to support that. This is the crappy thing. I want to emphasize it with the word shitty. This is the shitty thing about the whole justice system, is that they can't use Truth Under Oath right now because it's a supernatural service. So they have to try to come up with enough plausible evidence for a jury to decide that this could be guilty. And that's the problem with the whole justice system, is letting 12 people determine what truth is, instead of letting my service determine what truth is. So they have to come up with enough evidence to say, yes, we can get a jury to say that this is probably what happened. Although, I mean, it's so obvious. I mean, 12 people would decide right now. This is a strange deal. Is not stupid. It doesn't make any sense that he'd be this stupid to get to off his wife when there's been a court record indicating that he has made a threat to her in that fashion. Let me see if I want to explain what I think has gone on here. Well, I will say this. A month before the stuff went missing and the murder, Dale has been in contact almost every day with Steph. When Steph was let go of the job in October, around 13th, they had some marital problems. Dale's been contacting Aaron. They're good friends. Dale's been contacting Aaron every single day. And I had a big argument with my brother Aaron because And it was because I want to partially put some blame to Aaron for coaching, being the shoulder for Dale to cry on, and coaching him for a month or a month and a half before the actual event occurred in which Dale offed his sister. I thought that was just poor planning, just poor coaching, poor whatever you're doing, Aaron, to, at minimum, almost like he's whatever talk he's been having with Dale, it somehow convinced him that he could kill his sister, kill his wife. And I don't understand that. I don't understand what he could have been saying to him for the coaching, to be the crying shoulder on, to somehow convince Dale that would be okay to off his wife, off Aaron's sister, my sister, Stephanie. So things aren't making a whole lot of sense here. And I'm really mad. I even accused him. I even accused Aaron of somehow even potentially conspiring this. Because how poorly could you be as a coach to let this happen? Somebody has died, and this is freaking major. It's fucking major. And let me just say, man. Anyways, I mean, it was a bad. Me and Aaron have had bad blood, and it was. I seriously doubt we ever shake hands or talk again. And one second. And I question the fact that he's still in control. Aaron, he pushed me away. He says, Chris, I think you should just leave town, leave. It's the way he pushes the other siblings around. Ramona's still there. Both Aaron and Ramona are drama queens, and they're getting off on this stuff. Now, and it is sort of. I could definitely see getting off on this stuff. I mean, they're really into this double agent and investigation and trying to play the roles, and I can definitely see why a person would want to do that. It's just that the way Aaron's carrying on, it might be somewhat rude, but it's almost suspicious. The way he pushed me away. Let me see here. I will say this. I'll just give you the lowdown on what I think is going on. I believe, okay, I'm pretty sure that Dale did it, but that he may have been hypnotized on some sort of that level, so that he didn't actually. And I believe he choked her and drug her off into the backyard, and it's for the insurance money, but I think Aaron may have hypnotized him or something like that, and he's interested. Right now, Aaron's got. Dale's asked Aaron to take the money for the insurance as a trust fund for the kids, and everybody's talking about everything's for the kids, but it sounds like everything's going in Aaron's favor for this. And I'm unsure how to get it to the CBI, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, this information that I'm telling you. I'm not sure how to tell them this, because it's that he was hypnotized of some sort, that he wasn't quite in control, that he had been told to kind of do this. And I think there's another might be another party or two involved in this too. But so in other words, Dale did it, and yet it's kind of innocent because somebody sort of voodooed him to do it, to hypnotize him, and so that's what I think is going on right now. Now that may change in the next few days, but it's based on the minimal time I had there. And I have a way of detecting truth. I'm like a human truth detector. It's actually humantruthDetector.com. That I'm able, through my investigation methods, and I'm able to figure out what's going on. And Aaron's motive in all this is that he is in charge of the funding so far. The setups for the donation sites. Aaron's in charge of everything. So would that be the motive? And again, I'm not sure about the hypnotism. It's either Dale wasn't in control, or it could have been a dual conspiracy. But right now I think that it's somebody hypnotized Dale. And right now I'm thinking somehow Aaron did it. And this got weird. I mean, I thought this was a completely normal investigation up until yesterday. When I had the argument with Aaron yesterday, and I just recklessly started accusing him of just basically piss poor judgment, piss poor coaching, and how dare you think you should be leading this thing, because you suck. You suck as a spokesman. You suck with social behavior. You suck. Sister's dead. You suck. You were talking to Dale for a month and a half, coaching him, and next thing you know, he kills his wife, your sister, and I just the way he pushes people away, and it's almost like the reason why it's partly supernatural is because in my vicinity, I can sort of tell. It's from what I've seen from people trying to kill me in the past, they're trying weird stuff, trying to do some weird magic in the background, and I see how they behave in reality after trying this. I have enough experience with this, so I know that Aaron is not even aware, may not even be aware that he conspired this in reality, even though he does know it in his mind. He's thinking it, but what he displays in reality is he's very innocent. I mean, this is even weird for me to say this stuff. I mean, I was thinking this was a completely normal investigation, where this was, until yesterday, this argument with Aaron, and then I started piecing it together. I started thinking this could be something supernatural, based on the things that I've seen, and I almost should have stayed there. At the same time, I think I saw enough to be able to come up with that conclusion. Now the thing is I wanted to sort of figure out a way to let the police, the PD, the police department, give them hints of some sort. I'm curious what would happen if Aaron if they asked Aaron for a polygraph, because Dale has denied that. That makes Dale look guilty, because I think he is, but I think he did it, and he might be innocent. And the way that things have gone down so far, that person that hypnotized Dale would be Aaron. But this is a soup. So what's going to happen is if you got lacking evidence, lacking motive, lacking just the evidence, that would be indication that it is what I'm saying is supernatural. So I'll find out the next few days or week or so as far as what they're finding, and then that will determine the more open case this is, the more of a mystery this is, the weirder it is, the more I'm right that this was something unusual that went on here. I mean, needless to say, this has put a lot of things on hold for me, like my testing. I was close to getting this other test done. I'm going to try to get that done. It's hard for me to focus and concentrate on other things right now. But I mean, this thing takes priority, especially just, you know what, my sister died, and it's just a sucky time. It's just it makes me want to find out what's going on. And this might lead to somehow using my truth under oath and getting paid for it, for one, and getting some validation for it. I mean, this could be the big step to this career of mine in truth under oath, so that I don't need to worry about the computer world. So I mean, I almost need to focus on truth under oath and getting it up and advertising in this case. And then not to mention that, I mean, I'm going to be logging, I'll probably be logging every 2 or 3 days about stuff here. So it's going to be, the show is advanced. It's going to be more taping and more showing you what's going on. So things are changing in my life, and I'm more comfortable with living here in Redwood again. I think I'm gonna try to get in with the band. Because I've been so musical. By the way, I learned "Send Her My Love" on the piano. I played it with karaoke, not with my piano. I was afraid I'd mess it up on the piano. I was like pretty good. I was like 95%, but I was just worried about 5% of the time I might screw it up on the piano while singing. So I used the karaoke version, and that went well. And I might have a video of the actual memorial. End up being like an hour long. Sometime I'll hopefully get a copy of that. So I'm hoping that the CBI has been watching this website and listens to this, and that's the way that they're going to find out, I think, what happened. And like I said, it might change. I mean, a few days ago I was pretty sure that Dale did it, but I mean, it was obvious. It's so obvious, it's almost stupid. It's so obvious, it's not obvious. That's the thing about it. That's the weird thing about this. This is something, and I'll tell you more more indications. I can't remember right now. But Dale acts normal. I was in Dale's presence for an hour or so, and he acts pretty normal. See, and I can understand the word normal. Right? You're gonna try. If you're innocent, if you're gonna play innocent, you're gonna act a certain normal. I'm not talking like that normal. I mean normal if you've been in the vicinity of supernatural, You conduct yourself in reality normal. That's what I'm talking about. I know that people have been in the vicinity of supernatural and how they conduct themselves in reality. That's the normal. They gotta act normal. That's the normal I'm talking about. Is reality normal, not supernatural, not supernatural normal. So, I'm not sure how to describe this to anybody. How to actually describe what the indications of that are, other than I have the experience in that. So, nobody's paid attention to me in my show and Truth Under Oath. I need to figure out a way for them to check me out a little bit and perhaps maybe get paid for this, or start my Truth Under Oath service, start my Truth Under Oath career off. Unfortunately, with the death of my sister. I'm not sure if that's what the symbology of this is. Somehow this is important in my show. I'm not sure what that end result is, whether it's somehow taken off to in my career with Truth Under Oath, or being president, or God, or what it means. But it's very eventful, whatever it is. Whatever this is going on with Steph, that I was telling somebody earlier today that, if Steph was going to go out, she's going out in style. And that she has created one of the biggest thrillers this is going to be epic. This is an epic story. And I almost swear that Steph is running the show on this. That she may have, wanted the limelight, and this was her way of doing it. And I'm hoping that she is helping me to raise me up, like Josh Groban's "You Raise Me Up." I'm hoping that she jumps on my shoulders, or I stand on her shoulders, and she shows me the path to get my show to the next chapter. That I'm so saddened that this had to happen to my sister, but somehow I just got the feeling that maybe that she wanted this. I mean, that this was her way of helping me. I'm hoping that this is hugely beneficial to my show and to me, my profession, my show. I'm hoping, I'm praying. Otherwise, it is a big loss in vain. And spiritually, I'm in contact with her, and I know that we're, thanks to the Morphi, now I contain all spirits. But I mean, there's this vibe there that says that everything is okay. And it's like the song "You Raise Me Up." I asked her during the eulogy. I said, "Listen, if you can." I said in my eulogy, I hope you're at peace, and please, if you can, help me in my show and to guide me along the way, because I could use a hand. And I'm telling you, by the way, after I did my song, a poster behind me of her came off the mount right after I did my song. So I got a feeling it was a sign from Steph. I'm telling you. She's got. This is interesting. I'm almost tearing up here. This is interesting, and this is she's somehow in control of this. Me and my brother had a problem. It was when I said I wish I could resurrect my sister, resurrect Steph, that he had a big problem with this and thought I needed to get some kind of medication or an ambulance or something. That's what started off the argument, in which led to the discussion about how he's been consulting Dale for a month and a half before Dale kills her. So I mean, this was a serious argument, and I did not get a chance to record that, and I just missed the button. He kind of surprised me coming upstairs. He was looking for trouble. He brought his luggage up to take my bedroom as I was basically exiting to the airport, and I didn't have a chance to hit the record button. And I'm really bumming about that one, because it was intense. It was intense. He was ready to fight. He was ready to, when I was accusing him of, basically, he thought I was accusing him of killing Stephanie, and he was ready to fight for that, ready to duke it out. And I hope somebody had that place bugged, because that was an important conversation for the investigation. Anyways.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know what time we would do that. We're gonna probably, Courtney, what time do you usually wake up? Anyway, 5 or 6. I don't think we're gonna try to push it earlier than that. At first I thought I would, but the winds are still strong tonight. Well, they're ending tonight, but I just assumed they're 6 or 7 or whatever it is, it's fine. If you want to set your alarm, we'll go at 7 for sure, Chris. So.
Well, I'll set my alarm for 7. If you're here early, I'll just get up. That's fine.
Right, the 7 is great. Thank you.
And I had all my stuff ready. It had literally been 5 minutes, and I'd been in the car. We'd been on our way. So I've got everything packed.
Yeah, you bet.
I got everything here ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah. And just a nice casual outfit is just great for the memorial, because it's in a pavilion,
Is that in a church?
No, it's where they have theater stuff.
Okay.
So it's really cool. But it's, dances and stuff, so, but it might literally be cool too, but no, it's, mountain people have things casual, so. Okay.
So your voice sounds pretty stressed out. How you doing?
No, I have laryngitis.
Okay.
Yeah, it just came on me yesterday. I'm not stressed at all, but I'm being very careful not to talk. It was worse yesterday, Chris, so I'm being careful not to talk too much so that it'll heal, so that I can give a few minutes talk at least at the memorial.
Yeah. Yeah, I've already prepared my eulogy.
Okay, I guess they want to make sure everything is 5 minutes or less. Can you handle that?
Oh yeah, right. Other than my song, my words.
I mean,
my words are about 3 minutes, but my songs, another 4.
Yeah. Well, I asked for 10 minutes because, mother's privilege. I haven't said they gave it to me yet, though. But since you got a song and that, you're getting about as much time. So, and I love the song. Are you doing well with it now? Are you happy?
Yeah, I posted another version up there that's even better. So if you want to take a look at the website, it's.
That's okay. I'm doing dishes right now, sweetie. So, okay, so we'll see you tomorrow morning, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
No.
No, but they're going back. They were there, then they're going back, and I guess they're real good people. Did you meet them?
Yeah.
And if I recall, Steph liked them too. So, Stephanie is smart though, and I find it hard to believe. But she was. If she was in a really depressed state, she would do it. But I mean, I just find it hard to believe that she wouldn't have sense to come in out of the cold, you know.
But if she's overwhelmed,
Yeah.
you know,
And you know, even if she would have committed suicide, I wouldn't have felt bad because if you're
don't you
depressed,
think she would have thought of something?
oh,
different?
I don't say she
Yeah.
did it, but I'm saying if she would have. It is. I'm not.
I really think,
I'm not in a denial about suicide because
I
of.
think what if it doesn't involve Dale, I think what happened to her was an accident.
I do too. That's always what I kind of felt.
Yeah.
Although I saw the slipping part maybe more likely at first, but then I also got this picture of a mental state where fainting is the word that came to me, where you'd pass out. That's kind of what would happen.
Yeah. Don't know.
And if you were walking along the river and this happened, you could still drown.
Out there in the dark, I don't know.
No, no, but I mean, if you fell, fainted, and your head face was in the water, you could ingest.
Well, they'll know that
you
if
could
she
ingest.
ingested water. I don't know
Which,
what
if that's the case, then most likely it would be, if there's no other signs, it would be accidental. Because you know, it would be hard for somebody to drown somebody without showing injury.
I keep thinking that it seems like they should be able to tell if she, you know, hypothermia and
By
that
now
kind of
they
thing.
should have been able to determine whether it was drowning.
Yeah.
That should have been able to determine within a day or two, right?
I don't know.
I think they know. I think they know more than they're saying because they're waiting for the memorial to get over. Because I think they're waiting because
They know cause
they-
of death, they're just not releasing it.
because we
Well,
need
they
to.
said in
Why?
that
If it
email
was
that you did not
accidental,
read,
why
Hank,
wouldn't they?
that
They just
email
haven't
says
released,
that
they just haven't
the last
released it. I
thing,
think
there's
that's
steps,
pretty
and
much
the
what
last
news
thing
article
is
says.
toxicology, and
They
that
haven't
takes weeks.
released the results, is what they said.
They can't release it. Even if they find nothing, say they find nothing now, they're still not going to say accidental until they see the toxicology.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
Although now that I think of it, I have seen people, the coroners say accidental, but we're not final because we're waiting for toxicology.
And that takes several weeks.
Just
I
curious.
don't know if they're backed up or if it just takes that long.
They're telling you several weeks so that your expectations are not so high on time. It could be sooner, you know, but they're telling you several weeks so that, you know, it's been 3 days, why haven't we heard? It's possible that you could have results back in 3 days, but these are busy labs too, you know, and so I would not be surprised that we don't hear anything for several weeks. And just be ready for that.
Yeah. I just can't believe it happened.
Yeah. Did Aaron call you while he was waiting to get on an airplane or on his way to the
He
airport?
told me before he even had confirmed the flight. Well, he pretty much knew. He told me he had a flight, and
I was surprised he got on a plane on a Wednesday.
and then he
before
called me
Thanksgiving.
from the airport before he got on the plane, so that I knew that he was going to get on the plane, and was be expecting him then, and it worked out great. You know, cell phones are, I guess, the next best thing to sliced bread, you know, I mean,
We have
Yeah.
picking people up in there.
yeah, for picking people up at an airport, because you can have them call you when you get off the plane. I'm waiting in there's a outlying parking lot that you don't pay. It's along the highway, basically it's for people who will wait for a call, and then you can just drive right in there and pick them up when they walk out the door of the terminal. And that's how it works. And, yeah, can't do it without a cell phone.
With a tumor in your head.
Yeah, well, that's what it looks like for some people.
Well,
It's like a grown.
what he's saying is the radio waves produce the
Oh,
tumor in the
that.
brain,
Oh,
yeah.
all right, yes. Well, that's all, you know, when we start doing a lot of ear operations, or, you know, brain operations from the side, we'll, you know, realize that.
Next best
We
thing
will
to
realize
cancer.
that it's scientific fact.
Well, what, if you use an earplug, you know, your phone's here and you got a cord and an earplug, is that the same?
That's
Oh, then
called the
it's-
Bluetooth.
That's
No, not a
no,
Bluetooth, just a little plug,
Okay,
a
well,
little.
yeah,
Well,
yeah, Bluetooth
yeah, anything
is,
remote from your side of your head.
First of all,
Speak,
the phones that I think were dangerous are the mobile ones. I'm not sure.
Well, they're
They may be
They worry about getting, I guess the police have with these radar guns,
Putting them in their lap.
putting them in their lap,
radar wolf,
yeah. And there is
cancer.
radiation
I think
there.
so.
You know,
Well, the people that live near
Let's
the
get on
towers
to
are the ones that are old.
Speaking of that,
well, I was in,
what do you guys think of the machine that is at the airport? Because there are some that.
Oh, no, that's free.
Oh, the one that scans you and, pretty much takes your clothes off?
People think so.
No.
You know,
Well,
I've
when they show you the scan, yeah. You're just looking at the body.
yeah, but the person that's looking at the body does not look at the human being.
Yeah. I think they gotta do what they gotta do.
Oh, but I talk about the
You
radiation.
know, I mean,
Well, yeah, but if we
if
weren't,
they, if they quit searching your
It's
crotch,
less than even a dental office.
there's
I
They
gonna
think.
worry
there's
about
gonna be a
somebody
crotch
gets
bomber.
out.
Yeah.
You just wait and see.
Like a pilot.
I don't know how
That's
he's
why you're
gonna.
letting the pilots go through.
yeah, but if we
do it,
quit
you know.
invading these
He might have a
countries.
couple of contacts on the zipper, you know, and at some point in the flight, he's gonna zip down his fly, and everything's gonna go. Okay. No, I'm only having fun here now.
I know, it is funny. Well, no, but it's
What
like-
a dream.
no,
It's a crotch bomber. It will be the crotch bomber, not the shoe bomber, you know.
Oh.
no, it's gonna be.
But what I'd like to do is see him having something there that he's trying to light up. Light up, goddamn you, light up, you know.
Well, that's what happened to that one guy
A
that,
fuse sticking out of his fly.
No, it's gonna be the anus bomber, because they're
Oh,
gonna
my
do
God.
Well, that's, it'll go to that. They're gonna try the crotch first.
the anus bomber is gonna fart and it's just gonna go off, is that it?
No.
I'm a big fart fan, by the way.
Pressure sensitive device, I guess.
That's a good one.
The pressure sensitive device, and he's got a, come on. I can fart without trying any other time. Come on.
That's a Family Guy episode, the cartoon. They fart a lot,
the
actually.
gross characters.
But, yeah. But that shoe guy, bomber guy, I never ever got over that. I mean, light up, goddamn you know.
How come, are we allowed to bring cell phones on the plane?
And we have to take our shoes off
You know,
because
I
of
think
him.
you have to turn them off.
Yeah, but
You're allowed to bring
you
cell
can
phones.
put anything inside those cell phones.
They, that's canned.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you can. I mean, you can't put something inside there and still make it look halfway decent.
And
a scanner?
And it can't be much of a bomb. You know, it'd be enough to blow.
Yeah, but what are you gonna put in your pants? It can't be much of a bomb in your pants.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
the guy
yeah.
burned himself bad, that guy.
The shoe bomber, you know, I don't know how much, maybe he had enough to
It's
launch
like
him
I
right to the ceiling, you know, like Rocket Man.
No, there was
You know?
a guy who had a bomb in his underwear.
Yeah, the underwear bomber.
Yeah, the underwear bomb.
And there was
The young
not- there
man
was an
jumped
underwear
in,
bomber.
saw
I
it.
do joke about the crotch
sorry
bomber.
for
Stopped him and-
That was
imagine.
a crotch bomber, I
I
guess.
felt sorry for him. Imagine how that felt. Like,
Oh, yeah, yeah. What
God.
a fool, yeah.
But anyway, it's that shoe bomber that I'm really mad about, because I have to take my shoes off when I go to the airport.
I wear Crocs.
Even if you go to pick somebody up at the concourse, you have to go through that security, you have to take your shoes off because of that goddamn shoe bomber.
It's that darn underwear bomb that's got me pissed off, 'cause I gotta take off my underwear.
Right, and well,
I gotta take off my underwear, I gotta show them the skid
No.
marks and shit, you know?
No, that's why.
that's
They
why
have
that's why they are
X-ray.
in farmland. That's why they're farmland.
They're finally, 'cause I like it.
Yeah, that's part of it, okay?
No,
I'm gonna put you two to bed.
what would they do if somebody asked them like they were enjoying the fun?
Well, there was a lady showed up with a bikini the other day, one of those.
LA, she had a long coat on, and she took her coat off and went through the
Thing with a bikini.
scanner, in her bikini.
And a smile on her face. Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
I was just, going back a little bit to the cell phone, was there something about Steph's, there was a thing about Steph's cell phone had a reception or a map quest at 1:30 in the morning?
Oh, MapQuest, we're
Or,
doing
or mapping, they're looking for a map, searching,
I don't know where they get
browsing,
map. It
I-
was
browsing a location.
browsing.
I understood, Aaron, to say
It had
that
like 14 seconds.
that
of
there was,
but that
that
could
it
be,
that the tower talked to the phone about 1 o'clock in the morning, and that in order for it to do that, the phone would have had to been sitting on the charger plugged in. It will not, tower will not talk to the phone if the phone is turned off and not set on that charger, but it's a part of the system, it works that way. It's a little update that service gives that phone. That's what you're gonna have to ask Aaron now, but this is what I understood him to say. That is possible what this was, okay? And if that was the case, that phone was sitting on the charger.
At somebody's home? Evidently, somebody's
Yeah,
home.
At their home, more than likely.
yeah. So,
So in other words, she was home at 1:30 or 1,
well, the telephone was there,
for the telephone.
yeah, on a charger if that's the case. So, you're gonna have to ask Aaron about this. That was what I understood, okay? And it makes sense, that if you have a telephone service, there would be a system to give that phone an update. I understood that it's a routine thing with the phone. And you'll have to ask Aaron, that's all I can say.
well, what are they doing up there, Aaron and Carrie and,
Getting ready for the memorial.
oh. Yeah, 'cause, probably not a lot of contact with the police right now.
No,
None.
They
None.
can't just sit
It's
in
none.
the house.
if they hear anything
No,
wrong.
they've been cleaning up the house otherwise. Oh, and scanning pictures that they found.
Oh.
The steps that we can put them on the memorial. I mean, it's really nice. Don't be afraid to look at it. It's not sad. Well, except when you look at her. But the pictures are so beautiful. And, did you see the two of her dancing? It's awesome.
I've seen those pictures. She showed them to me.
A couple of videos.
Oh, videos. I've seen snapshots she showed me of her dancing.
Yeah, but no, this
YouTube
So we
video.
saw the video too one time we were up there a couple of years ago.
They're on YouTube.
these were just in September when she was helping people practice. And she is, I mean, for me, having not seen her dance professionally for a while, they're awesome. But to see her there, she is so alive and beautiful and happy. And like I was telling Hank, she was very, very happy up until the time of the divorce. And even in there, she was happy a lot. But she was planning on doing more dancing now that the kids are older, and she loves it. It's what makes her shine. And that's what everybody loves about her too, so. So, you know, that's the way I look at it. She's basically been a happy person. She wasn't in an unhappy marriage at the time, you know,
Come on. She filed for divorce. What are you talking about?
because she had had the last straw.
What do you mean? So she wasn't in a happy marriage? What are you talking about?
Well, she's saying
Up
for
until
all
2
the years
months
weren't
before.
Up
unhappy.
until 2 months ago. Oh, see, up until 2 months ago.
All the years weren't unhappy.
No, she had unhappy times. I knew about some of the anger problems.
Yeah.
I told her, you know Dale better than I. Is it something you're afraid will be habitual? Or do you think it's a one-time thing? She took it different ways, you know, she used this approach. So she forgave him more than a few times. You find out over the years, one a year, who knows. And this one, she didn't want to forgive. It was her kids she was protecting. But then she did. And then when she moved back in, and sure, the other guy confused her thinking. I don't blame her.
I think she was lucky for refuge there.
I don't blame her, though.
Yeah.
I mean, blame
She would have woke up on that one. She
I gave her we all knew about it, you know. The kids, the siblings, and myself.
knew about what?
We knew about the boyfriend.
Yeah, I was left in the dark, by the way.
That was
Sister
Steph's-
Steph, I didn't even know they had marriage problems. I didn't know
that was
anything.
Steph's-
I knew nothing. And I would have been the one, the conscious, that would have said, Steph, you need to work it out because you need to be with Dale. That would have been my advice, and I guarantee you,
Everybody else gave that advice.
that would have been, oh, come on.
But
You're
working.
saying the other day how, well, I want the best for you, Steph, whatever you want, go do what you feel is the best thing.
Except me, okay? I supported Steph.
Yeah, you support, that's what I'm saying, you support Steph.
I
Get-
supported
no, so-
Steph, listen, because I had understood last straw. You know what I'm saying? That's why I supported her.
it takes a lot of back and forth before you hit last straw, though.
And that's what she had. But I think she saw in this other guy possible support, which gave her courage. Now, I was gonna say I played the devil's advocate. I went after this guy. I portrayed him like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So, you know, it was not that I agreed that he was everything, but I agreed that maybe he could be, I don't know. But I didn't like the fact that he was married unhappily for 17 years and hadn't had a divorce yet.
And they may never.
And no kids.
Yeah.
How old was the guy?
40 something. I heard he was kicked out.
Well, he went back, I heard, then he got kicked out last week again, right?
Kicked out of what now?
I heard he got kicked out the day after she was missing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So anyway.
That's probably the type of marriage this couple has. Some people go on forever with that, you know.
Well, that's what she said in the letter. She said that she understands why abused wives don't admit it. She said, I don't consider myself the typical abused wife, but she said the shame that was in there sometimes, all of that. Plus, though, a lot of it was good. Now, when I said everybody counseled her I mean all the siblings, I was the only one that supported her, okay?
I know what I was saying is maybe we should support Dale and say, listen, Steph, get with Dale, cause you got kids. You
Get
got
with
kids.
Dale so
Get-
that he can put his goddamn hands around your throat.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can't.
So you want to defend Dale now, and you want to like persecute Dale now, but you don't want to like
No,
say
I
he's
don't.
guilty of anything, huh?
No.
They need,
Come on.
there needed to be
Murder is
some counseling
different than a
there.
divorce.
There was never any counseling for Dale or anything, and they really
Hey.
needed to do something like that before they put a marriage back
You,
together.
I cannot justify loss of life murder in a divorce, okay? There's something, I mean, you
Well,
don't,
I'm not talking about that. I
Yeah,
am
so I
talking
mean-
about
but
divorce
I mean, but I'm
and
not,
supporting
I
it.
mean, you can be distraught over it, you know, extremely upset, but you don't hurt somebody, you don't kill them. That's just, you know, this is a lot.
And I don't
She's
say,
not talking about this, she's
Yeah.
talking
I
about.
don't
But I mean,
say
he was kind of getting that, I mean, we're talking about support, or, I mean, or.
No, but he's saying
We're talking
that-
about what built up to this, or, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know where.
No,
this is
she's
going.
talking about how
no, he's
Stephanie,
angry with me
Stephanie
on
wanted
that.
to
No, I'm not
Okay.
for supporting her, I know that,
That I supported getting a divorce and
Yeah,
separation.
yeah.
I don't
you know,
support
we're
it.
all looking at hindsight, none of it's,
I'm not. I am glad I supported her.
I was left completely out of all the emails. I did not know anything was
I
wrong.
think that's why I stepped in, because she knew that
I
he
would-
would be on her case.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I would be talking to both of them.
But anyways, yeah, I think do feel this thing is, preventable.
I think so too.
Yeah.
If I had any clue that this was going
No,
on.
not the divorce.
No, I'm saying,
The
It's tragedy.
I'm saying the divorce. I mean the divorce. I mean that divorce led up to this tragedy, and I'm saying that their breakup. I could have prevented
He
their breakup.
really thinks he could have talked Steph out of it.
Yeah, that's why she kept me out of the loop. That's why she kept me out of the loop.
No, she kept you out of it because she knew you would be obsessive about it and had no interest in having somebody push her buttons. That's why.
Well, give her some common sense. Give her some insight in life. Hey, it ain't too far on the other side of
You aren't
divorce.
listening. Your brothers and sisters counseled her to work it out. God,
She
you
still
think-
filed divorce. I don't see that. She still filed divorce. I didn't see that.
Okay, let's just leave it alone, okay?
I'm just saying. It's
a
like,
lot of couples do that, it's sort of like a feeler the first time around. you
Yeah, it
know.
was a separation more than anything
Yeah.
else. And then she went back. She went back, so it didn't happen because of that. She went back, and Dale said, I want you back. I might be angry, but not so much that I can't forgive it, or something like that.
What the heck was wrong with that bathroom door that time when I was there?
Yeah,
I don't
she
remember
lied.
that.
She lied and said that they locked it accidentally.
Well, there was
But
something
what
wrong
it
with the bathroom
was
door?
is
I don't really
She
remember
broke
that.
it down because she was protecting herself by being in there locking it.
He busted down the bathroom door. But I don't really remember that. What the heck was that time?
I don't see him being a violent man. And
He was though, Chris.
I just don't see
His
it.
anger problem, you knocking down bathroom doors and choking people, that's
Well,
fine.
I'm just saying. There's a cause to a fairly docile guy going ape nuts.
Apparently, he's violent and he can be docile. You got it backwards. No, he's
The role of women-
responsible for his actions. It doesn't matter if someone urges you or pushes you. You are responsible for your
I'm
actions.
just saying. I understand. I'm just saying. If you guys, the role of girls, I don't know. Ramona, you guys ever spin around Ramona? I don't know.
Ramona and Stephanie are not the same.
I mean,
people
Mona's got a personality that is really hard to deal with. And if,
for him, but that doesn't mean
and if
That doesn't mean that
Steph is
anybody
exhibiting
can hurt her.
that kind of behavior,
That doesn't mean she has to run into a bathroom for protection.
I know that Dale. I mean, geez, I'm just seeing this.
Stephanie.
What
is
exactly is
not
Steph?
Ramona.
What is going on? That's causing.
Stephanie is
I
not
don't,
Ramona. Dear.
exactly.
Jeez, read all those. You don't get 500 people saying that she was the sweetest thing ever.
Well, we're all
Well-
nicer when we leave the house than we are at home.
No, these are people that knew her for years.
I know, but I mean, But
She
it
genuinely.
doesn't matter.
She
It comes to
genuinely-
the bottom line. Dale is responsible for his own actions, and he's responsible for how he handles his own life. You can't blame her because she said something to make him mad. That's his problem.
I was in a relationship in the cities with this lady named Donna, and she's foul in so many ways. So I realized from that, I needed to realize from that women can behave very erratically, and we're talking erratic. And
So can men.
if I found few men that behave
I would say
erratically.
that Dale was acting erratically.
Perhaps breaking down a door, that's definitely
Choking. Pushing.
Choking a pregnant woman.
Exactly. That, I mean,
You know what? If you saw Donna, if you saw what I went through with Donna, you'd understand. You'd understand. Now, I suppose I could have choked Donna.
but you didn't, you chose not to.
Yeah, but I could definitely see if you're a little bit got a different personality that, you know, you're gonna do that. I could definitely see when a girl behaves like that, you could definitely see why somebody would choke her.
And I know men who behave like that. You can't say a girl. Don't try to think don't even think you're gonna convince me that when girls do things, it's both ways. Everybody has problems,
It's all human beings.
but you are responsible for your own actions. If you're gonna, if you're gonna hurt somebody and the person, and you say, well, they led me to that, believe me, that person isn't gonna go to jail for being hurt. You're the one that's gonna be responsible for your actions. You're the one that's gonna go to jail.
Yeah.
That's basically why I had to get away from her, because it was.
That's right.
It
You
was.
made that choice and it was a good choice. Whatever, she's got
But
problems.
it was definitely educational, because after being with Maria for 15 years, I had no idea what a woman could be like. I had no idea.
Donna is an alcoholic, okay?
Oh, here
This
we
is
go.
not Stephanie. This is
Yeah.
Well, you know, Steph, when she visited Minnesota, we get along pretty good, me and Steph, but she had challenged me on this. It was done on a trampoline, and it was almost like, well, she didn't make sense what she was saying, and she was sticking to her guns, I stepped back and I said, well, that's an odd, and I didn't question, I didn't say anything about it, but that's exactly the way Donna approached her logic. In other words, if I would have challenged Steph, I would have found out that Steph is exhibiting behavior that doesn't make any sense. I didn't question it because it just occurred once. And yet, if she
maybe
was,
she didn't get enough sleep
the night
before.
if I could have said, are you acting this way to Dale, Steph? If I would have said something like that and found out, I'd never asked, how's your marriage doing? I assumed everything was cool.
Her marriage was fine at that time. She was happy up until 2 months ago, okay?
I'm just saying there are arguments that women make that make no sense. They think they're making sense, and it doesn't make
So
sense.
do you not think that a man can do that?
I've met few men that make no
I mean,
sense.
do you date these men? I mean,
I hang with them.
It's a whole different relationship.
Do you see these men 24 hours a day? Do you
Yes.
see them in their house? Do you see all the men who go to jail because the one that killed his wife because he didn't like the way she cooked his meal that morning or something? Or hurt.
Well, that's his reason.
Well, I mean, there was a guy that shot his TV over American Idol or something. What was that?
I heard
or-
that.
There's these kind of guys
Well,
here.
that's pretty innocent.
Anyways,
He didn't like Sarah
He only killed the
Palin.
TV. He only killed the TV.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't like Sarah Palin, or he didn't like her daughter. What was it?
He didn't.
oh, Dancing with the Stars, yeah.
Yeah.
He did get a misdemeanor for disturbing the peace.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny though.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was so mad.
Yeah.
But you know what? I liked Phelan's daughter. See, they wanted to say it was because of Sarah.
Oh, I think so. I was glad. I really hope that this girl didn't go out in the first couple of rounds. And I was glad she got as far as she did. But she was not the dancer that the others were. And I really think,
but
a lot of people were voting for her because her mother is famous and she's become famous because
Well, no,
Well,
but
that's exactly the reason the man
no,
shot
but
the TV.
she believed, though, a lot of them voted for her because she improved so vastly. I think that's part of it
there's a
too.
point, you know.
That's
Yeah,
why
she came in
got
from the
that
beginning.
far.
Some of them I didn't understand that Jennifer Grey, that was, and I don't even watch the show. This is what I get from the news and stuff. But Jennifer Grey was the girl from Dirty Dancing,
Yeah.
and she was dancing in there. So why do you consider her an amateur to
She's
go on
not.
a show like
That's
that?
called, oh, I know it's called Dancing with the Stars.
Well,
Everybody on there
but
is
they're
a
not
star.
supposed to be professional dancers. That I read that.
She hasn't danced a lot though since
Yeah,
then.
but still, she has some.
She's gone through cancer treatment.
Yeah.
In fact, it was because she,
Did she
Yes.
win?
yeah,
Oh,
it's because she had to go to the doctor that they discovered she had cancer. She had to go get a checkup to be on Dancing with the Stars.
but still, I mean, her father, Joel Grey, is a dancer on Broadway. I mean, she probably had dance lessons as a kid. And she performed professionally in movies and stage
really-
before.
She was real good.
I was real surprised that I always thought it was, you know, that you didn't have any dancing experience, and that's what made this fun, you know, all the work and the.
Well,
I thought that little guy, he was the second
the
runner-up.
little black guy.
Yeah, he's from the, I guess,
Disney
a
Channel.
kids show or so. Yeah, Disney. I thought he was kind of good. I saw him dance on the news.
People loved him because he was so robust and
Yeah.
cheerful. But they all loved each other, you know, they have a good time. I don't mind that Palin got as far as she did.
Yeah,
But you know
I
what?
was hoping that she.
Somebody
would make
delivered,
it a little bit.
a letter with white powder.
Yeah.
This is going too far, this is just entertainment.
Yeah.
But I better go to bed. I want to
Yeah.
settle out my voice.
See if I
I'm
can have
sleepy.
some news. Time for bed, Ernie. Are you tired?
Yep.
Okay.
Time to blow my nose.
Did you need some tissues or?
Oh, yeah, the toilet paper is better.
Yeah, there's some in the bathroom.
Fantastic.
What?
I was just wondering if I should take some antacid.
Some what?
Antacid.
What's that? Oh,
I just love this stuff.
I bought that. I haven't put it in yet.
You don't get dirty trays. You know what I mean?
Well, that's kind of what I thought. I have a tray I have to wipe all the time. I thought maybe I could line it with some towels and just put those on, but I haven't put them in there yet.
Well, you have a liner in your drawer. You lift that out, you wipe the drawer once.
Well, that's what I don't want. I want to put a towel in there like a liner. And put those in, I can lift them out and just take the towel out and shake it. I don't have to wash the drawer, you know.
That'll work too.
Yeah, because I already have to wash the other thing.
Okay, fantastic. We're gonna go to bed. because
Oh, you are?
Bernie and
So here's my girlfriend in a that's her Halloween outfit, but she kind of liked that when when she's not dressed. Anyway, I brought some pictures. She was older. She's 57.
Oh,
But that's kind of, she has eye surgery. I was just gonna show.
Sign it.
I don't know.
It's what shouldn't hurt.
I mean, she's definitely got the camera eye, right? It's like, and she had eye surgery. I was just gonna. That's what the eye surgery does. Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, her personality is more hideous than the looks.
you are mourning your sister, so you should not be judging her on any of this crap. I mean, you know, you miss her, you love her, let the past go.
I think really we're here to
Yeah.
celebrate her life
Yeah.
tomorrow, and I think that
I just wish I'd have known about this.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I wish I'd known this was occurring.
A lot of good it would have done.
That's probably, what do you mean? I mean, that's probably why she kept me out of the loop. I don't know. Either that or is Chris is mentally ill crazy whose input means nothing in the, I don't know. I don't know what I think it's the former where she just felt like that I would have some input that she didn't want to listen to, I don't know. Oh, geez, it's a really crappy situation, and
She wouldn't have answered the phone. She would have seen caller ID and she wouldn't have answered.
anyways, what I was gonna use this for Donna is I was gonna show Dale. I said, listen, no matter how bad a relationship is, you can't get better. I'm gonna show a picture, and then I'm gonna explain the personality of what I was dealing with.
You're not really going to do this, are you,
What?
to Dale?
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. As far as them having marital problems, I mean.
No, you're going to talk to him and show him this?
I don't know. I was thinking. I don't know. As a funny, like.
Don't do it. Don't do any funnies, please. Don't even bring up Stephanie and the divorce, please.
Oh, don't bring that up. I mean.
No.
Maybe I was.
We are not here
we're not, you're not
to
here do that.
support him on the past. We are here to help him heal, okay?
All right. Well.
Remember, she came back. If Dale can forgive her, you can stay out of it and mind your own business.
I forgive everybody. I'm just saying. The thing, when things are down, this is what I was told Steph. When things are down, I would have told her my miserable. See, this is the beauty. When somebody's having a tough time, you talk to her and you say, "Listen, Steph, let me tell you about my story. I went through. I got no kids now. I've got no kids." This is what I told her. I said, "I've got no kids now, Steph, and you might end up doing the same. You might not have your kids. Who knows? You might end up never finding another guy. Just like me, I can't find another woman, and the best thing I can find is something like this." And I'll explain to her. This is what I'll be talking about. I say, Steph, the road is not that much. It's probably not better.
Chris, I don't care about any of
work
this.
it out.
Please.
Work it out.
Please do
And
not.
the same with Dale. The same thing with Dale. I said, listen, Dale, I understand you guys have troubles, but my point is, when you see somebody in a wheelchair that's got no leg or one leg or something, you feel a little better about yourself, because you don't realize that it could be worse.
Yeah, you realize how fortunate you are to have two.
Yes. When your life's down, you see somebody in a wheelchair with MS, and you go, crap, at least I don't have that. And it makes you feel better. So when somebody's down, like Steph, you guys should be talking to her, and why? The road is not better on the other side. And the same with Dale. My point with this is to say, Dale.
No, you don't understand. This is so far from his head.
Yeah, it's too late. It's too late to say this.
It's
You
too
will.
late.
It's too late.
It's too late. I would say, let's just go up there and celebrate Steffi's life.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, no, I don't mean to. I don't mean to start. I don't mean to say anything bad. I'm trying to say.
No, you don't even want to bring it up. It's like, opening up a wound.
Yeah. Oh, I realize, I'm probably not even gonna say anything to him tomorrow, actually. I'm probably I'll probably give him a shake his hand and maybe give him a hug, but,
That sounds great.
and,
That could be a, Chris already sent an email to him, just
I was praising him, but
giving him affection and so forth.
Yeah.
That's-
I know the guy is a good guy, but my goodness, something, he just kept losing it, and I heard he kept losing it, and I'm like, what is going on? What is,
Okay,
I-
now,
I have to see the other side. I say, what is Steph doing?
all right, so then other people that know about his temper, it's always their fault, because we've gotten a lot of feedback from other people.
Have you ever talked to Dale about the bathroom getting knocked down? Have you ever talked to him about that? To find out what exactly Steph was doing? You did you? You got one side of the story, and that's all you're
The judge
saying.
got that, and
Huh?
the judge got all those stories.
The judge.
And Dale acknowledged he did all of those things.
I know, but he's not explaining what she's doing. That's what I want to
We're
find
not-
out. What is Steph doing that's causing that? There's a cause. Dale seems
But
like a pretty
tomorrow and the
mild
next
manager.
day are not the days to get it.
Well,
Let's,
I'm just saying, you're making Dale to be a villain again here all of a sudden, and yet he's,
no, I'm not, my God, I'm the one that encouraged her to go back each time, you dumb, have you not listened to me? I advised her to go back each time she talked to me about these, if it was her decision. I said never anything bad about Dale. I never ever said, he's an asshole, get the hell out of there. Never. I always said, Stephanie, is this something that you think you can forgive? It's up to you. Feel in your heart the balance. Blah, 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 blah.
not up to you. You got a family. You got to work it out.
She had no
It's not
family.
up to her.
She had
She
no
has to work it out. That's what you should be telling her.
No.
You have to work it out.
He had no family. This was each and every time he did this anger stuff with her.
I want to know what Steph was doing. I want to find out Dale's side. I want to see the court papers. I want to find out what the hell's been going on.
this is all going to come on, and,
This is not the time.
yeah, and this is not.
Yeah, not tomorrow's not the time. I'm just saying, I
Not
want
the next day. Not this
You're
trip.
making Dale out to be the bad guy. I want to find out Dale's side of the story here because.
You made him out to be the guy.
No,
You
you're
think
supporting
he-
him.
No, you
But
think
George
he-
found out what they did.
No.
But George,
You-
that means Steph's innocent.
You
Does that mean Steph's innocent?
think
No.
Dale did it. I don't. You're the bad guy. I have defended Dale that he is not guilty.
You're making excuses for Dale. I'm not gonna.
I'm
not gonna make excuses for him.
I support men. I really do. I am when women like to play victim a lot, I like to say, listen, there's the other side of the story that I like to listen to. And
I don't care. I'm just saying, drop it all. God, this is why Steph. You're obsessive.
It's all right. You have a right to that opinion and that point of view. You have a right to that. But this is not the time.
No, it won't happen. It ain't gonna happen tomorrow. I'm not tapping right. This table's all that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I'm just, yeah. All right.
It's just the.
Well, I'm feeling better already.
It's a bad deal.
It is a bad deal. It's horrible.
It's horrible.
Horrible that I had no idea this was occurring. The opening of my soul has occurred, and I didn't know it was coming. I didn't know it was going to hit me. Kathy calls me up. Hey, she's missing. Oh, by the way, she had marital problems. Oh, great. Exactly. You feel like it's appropriate to be talking to me, right? What exactly? You want to tell me when she's dead? That's the only time you want to talk to me? She's dead. I'm going to talk to you now, Chris.
Have you ever heard of confidence? Have you ever heard of
Jeez.
somebody saying,
God, tell me when she's
have
dead.
you ever heard of a confidence? Why should I break a confidence because your feelings are hurt? I'm sorry.
Well, the thanking? I disagree with Carrie. They were not mandated. This is not the county. This is the planning engineering department, okay?
But she talked to people in
That's
that
correct.
department.
And her boss counseled her and said, Stephanie, you do not have to live like this.
Right.
Okay? That's what occurred.
She wasn't the person that.
But no, the person came there to work. And Rob's wife, whatever her name is, Ann, that's the other Ann with the E, she sat with Steph for 45 minutes before the social services gal got there. Okay? So Steph reported it on her own, not her bosses.
And then after
That's what
that,
she's saying, she talked to the people who are mandated reporters. Yeah.
and then after that, we started getting some really lengthy emails about, well, she told us about everything and that she's strong enough now to leave Dale and,
Just different physical abuse through the years, different abusive things. It wasn't until the next email that she started talking about divorce.
well, and then, but in that first email, I think is when she said that she loves another.
Well, yeah, it was, and I totally missed that sentence because I was so blown away by the other sentence that my heart is elsewhere. That's
Yeah.
what she said, and my neighbor got it. She was, look right here. She's got it.
So there were 4, like, really large things going on here. And she lost her job. She wasn't getting along with Dale. Like, fell out of love with him or whatever.
Issues with the kids.
Disciplinary issues. Yeah.
Right, but that one, and then, this Ron guy, all of a sudden,
Is her soulmate.
Do you guys know him? or-
Arizona met him.
Yeah, met him.
And he was not cooperative at all.
Except at the end, then Ron came out and said, but I do want to tell you this. He came out and caught Aaron and said,
Aaron said tonight he was in the video.
yeah,
Oh, he was.
He was
said
one of the
that-
dancers, wasn't he?
Yep.
I was saying, I knew he was one of the guys
There was-
dancing, and she taught him.
There was 2 guys that you saw 3 times.
She took,
And he goes.
Jennifer said he wouldn't be in there. Yeah.
He said that over at Dale's house. He had said
Tonight?
No, this is early this afternoon.
The guy in the scrub?
No. No.
Mom said that Steph described him as drop dead gorgeous.
I bet you he was the guy
It
with
was
the
that
big
guy.
muscles.
That's right.
The big muscular guy with the.
And he was
I
singing-
thought that. I'm
Yep.
thinking she met him teaching him dance lessons.
Yep.
He was her partner.
And Dale knows what he looks like.
Only because 2 weeks before,
So I'm thinking he did not like that dance clip at all.
But that dance clip was meant to
It was-
celebrate her life. It wasn't meant to be.
but Aaron was like, what the hell?
I didn't know that he was in there. And
I just heard about it this afternoon. When did you hear about it?
Aaron told me,
At the pavilion?
no,
Nope, okay.
he knew it was going to be in there tonight.
Yes.
Well, see, I didn't know that, and I loved the video. I absolutely.
I loved it too. And
He
you know
probably
what?
didn't want to say anything so that you could enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
But I figured it was one of the people on
Yep,
the video.
that's correct.
I did. I was like, it was one of the people. And she was
So
dancing,
Mom and
she taught
I,
dancing
so
too.
Mom was
Well, I didn't
sitting
think
beside me, and I'm
everybody
like,
she ever taught dancing.
Huh?
I didn't think they'd put everybody she ever taught dancing. I knew that it was, or I thought it was.
It wasn't everybody.
No.
So that's why I even thought that he would be on there. I wasn't looking for that.
Yeah.
all we were looking for was Steph, and to see her in her
And the cute little girl.
in her prime, exactly.
The what?
The cute little
Oh,
girl guy.
God.
Yeah.
He was a.
That's when everybody laughed.
Yeah.
Was because he was trying so damn hard. And that's where the
He
chaplain.
was probably there and
Me
going,
too, for sure.
God. And that's where the chaplain was laughing because people were laughing.
I'm right.
You know.
Well,
Ray and I.
last one.
yeah, I didn't know that, but I really enjoyed the video.
Busting into the bottles. Where's the bottle?
I really enjoyed the video part, but had I known he was in there,
You enjoyed what?
the video.
You know what though? The way you have to kind of think of it is, it's 2 people. You know, it wasn't only him and it wasn't only.
I have
That-
other reasons why I don't want to know who Ron is, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Why? Can I say why?
Because you think he did it? He did
I
the,
think he's very much involved.
I think him or his wife.
Oh, he was married too?
Yes.
For 17 years in a really
And they were on a
marriage.
10-year holiday vacation until Monday.
Yeah.
They came back Sunday or whatever,
The-
on a 10-day vacation.
the question is, how would,
I
How
thought
would-
about that too. I said, what about the other guy? Did he get questioned?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
good. But the question,
They're not telling us shit.
how would,
Yeah, he was questioned.
how would they coordinate that, the Steph walking out the door and everybody knowing that she's coming out the door?
She said,
He had
what,
his
10 o'clock
cell
call?
phone.
Okay?
If she texted him and said, whatever.
Or if he
Or
texted
someone
her
said,
and said,
meet me.
come meet me
Yeah.
And she had the phone?
And she
by
left
the park bench.
10 o'clock
Right.
straight up.
Yeah, I thought that all.
Big time.
Well, anyway,
Why would she,
Right.
okay, I'm curious, why would Steph move back in with Dale and then walk
This is why.
out and,
This is why. Ron was gonna offer her financial support to move out.
That's correct. He said, what's
And
mine is
then-
yours.
He pulled it back.
okay?
So Steph moved out on a Saturday. I got a text from Steph, that's the last communication I had with her, on Saturday, before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I'm like, how's it going? I haven't heard from you in a while, you know, how's everybody doing? Well, we're moving today. I'm really good. And then I had said something else on my first text, are you around to talk? She goes, well, you can call me later, I can talk. And then I sent one back saying, well, you sound busy, I'm on my way to something. I said, I'll try to call you later. Well, that never happened. I didn't call her, because she wasn't answering, anytime I called, she never answered the
That's
phone.
the way, I mean, that's the way it's
She
been for
stopped
years.
doing it
Yeah,
for,
my sister's the same way.
no, but she stopped doing it to all of her friends for the last 2 weeks. Her best friends. She wasn't talking to Jennifer, she wasn't talking to Bill, she wasn't talking to Aaron, she wasn't talking to me. And then I don't know who else was trying to call her.
Mom said that she hadn't tried to call her in a while.
Right. She wasn't calling Mom, and Mom hadn't called her.
And Darla, I was thinking while I was traveling on Saturday, that was when I was waiting 4 flights as an active employee. I had to wait 4 flights to get my flight. And I remember thinking, I wonder when was the last time Mom talked to Steph? And she was really on my mind on Saturday. But, you know, I just didn't, I kept forgetting to ask
Okay,
about that.
so they move out Saturday. They rented and bought all this new
Now,
furniture.
keep in mind, Carrie, go back a little bit. They started moving out like Thursday. It sounds like it was a several-day event,
Okay.
okay?
So they moved, she was in the apartment, whatever, condo, I don't know what it was,
Our house.
Saturday, and Dale got a text that night
1:30 a.m. or something.
at 1:30 in the morning and said, I've made a huge mistake, we're coming home.
I
She was
love
home
you.
In the middle of the night.
What am I
With the
doing?
kids.
We can make this work, or something like that.
Because then we find out, because is that what Ron told Aaron? How did we find out that Ron was backing out on helping her financially? And maybe it was in an email, because, you know, we went through all their, everything. And,
There was email, Carrie.
anything we had access to, but the only access we did not get was to Steph's
Text messages.
newer, no,
Oh.
we read her text messages.
Okay.
Her,
How could you do that?
How did Aaron get that?
okay, did we get text or emails? But see, then they changed their email account, and nobody could get passwords to that. I don't remember exactly how it goes.
Somehow
But-
you got bits and pieces.
So she-
Ron was coming back, basically saying that he was not gonna be helping her. So then she felt trapped, moved him back,
They shouldn't, like.
went home on Sunday. No, because it was a Monday, no. Went home on Sunday or Monday?
Sunday at
Okay.
2 or 2:30
Well, it
a.m.
was Saturday night, Sunday morning.
It was 1:30
And
in
then
the morning.
all day Sunday, they returned furniture, got out of a lease. I mean, they were doing all this stuff. Sunday night, Dale said they had been down in the living room, like basically, you know, not, I mean, cuddling or just, you
This
know,
is
like.
Monday night now, Carrie.
Sunday.
No,
Yeah?
they moved the furniture out on Sunday.
Right, okay. Because they were cuddling on Monday.
Okay.
When Ellie, in the bedroom. In their bedroom, he told me. When Ellie came in and needed help with her homework.
It had been all day where she worked, the kids were at school, Dale was
That's
working
right.
or whatever.
When was Steph's job actually done if she was still working?
She had already gotten a different job.
Oh, that's right.
And,
Which she hated.
yeah, she hated
There
it.
was no leeway whatsoever. That's why Steph had to leave all the getting ready for school in the morning to Dale, because she
There was
had
no
to go.
flexibility.
There was
And that was at a
physical therapy office,
Physical therapy.
which he got her the job. Ron got her
run,
the job.
yeah.
Because he's a physical therapist.
So anyway, she worked on Monday. Work is done at 5:30 or something. There was a half an hour conversation that they knew about between Steph and Ron
There was a rendezvous
that night.
Monday.
that Monday night.
She went home at 6, made supper. They
No, supper had already been fed
Why
to
don't
the
you
kids.
tell the fucking story then?
I'm just saying,
Just tell a
supper
story.
was already made for the kids because she had a rendezvous with Ron. So she came home and she made her own supper for herself.
Finish. Go ahead.
Then they watched Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
That was from 7 to 8. They enjoyed watching that. They were on the bed. Then at 8 o'clock, that's when Ellie came in and needed help with the homework. So Steph got up and helped her with the homework. And then that's why he knows the time so well. That's why he knows it was 10 o'clock. Now, earlier in the day, okay, earlier in the day is when she had said, I feel empty and hollow inside.
Who'd she say it to?
Dale.
To Dale. She had also sent a text message that he showed me when I got there on Wednesday, whatever the hell I got here. When did we get here? Tuesday. He immediately saw me at the door and we went down and talked in the bedroom, and he showed me text messages between him and Steph, and she, you know, the ones she had sent at 1:30 in the morning, and
Yeah, we got text messages from any that were left on the phone.
right
Prior
on
to-
Dale's phone.
On Dale's phone,
Yes.
yes.
He gave full access, you guys, complete, to where Aaron got into his email and started
Aaron
forwarding.
checked everything.
So, but the last thing, there was a text message at 8 a.m. that morning. It was like something or whatever. I love you. It was like, I mean,
From her to
from
him.
her to him. Okay? By noon, Dale had remembered that he had made plans to go down to New Mexico to spend Thanksgiving with his son from a previous relationship. He's 26, married and having children on his own.
Oh, I didn't know he had.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that
Marriage?
they got married in April.
Yeah.
They got married in April, and that's why they came to my house earlier than was planned in April. Well, anyway, he remembered that they were going down there for Thanksgiving. Now that they're back together, he thought it was just right to say, hey, Steph, you know, we're going down to New Mexico, if that's something you want to do. And she came back with when I said the whole highs and lows, she came back with this message, and I read it. It was just like, not smothering, but it was like, and not saying no, but it was like, oh my God, that is so not what I want to do. I really need my space, and hell no. Okay, and so many other words. And so that was at noon. Now it's 5 p.m. and is that when she left work? Was 5 or 5:30?
I thought it was 5:30 to 6 that there was a conversation.
And not just a conversation, they rendezvoused. There was email conversation and everything that they were
met,
meeting up.
They were meeting, yeah.
Okay.
At 10?
No.
No,
Her and the guy met at 6.
Met
up after work.
Till about 6 after she got
that's
out.
correct. And then
Why is she doing that when she just
I still
got turned down?
finalize everything with him.
That
yeah, because this is the first
this
time
is not
she's
going to
seen
work.
him
That
in
this is
10
not
days, Chris.
that this is not going to work, right?
Right, because he was gone for 10 days prior to this,
So this
on a
is a-
vacation with his wife.
This is the first time she's seen him in 10 days, you guys. Okay? Because he's been on vacation. So, yeah, I mean, I am with Carrie. If anything points at anything, it's this Ron guy.
Or the wife.
Or Cindy. Because all hell breaks loose Tuesday. It's all over the county. That, you know, Steph is missing all this stuff. He gets kicked out of the house by Cindy on Tuesday. It's Ron Day.
Yeah.
Because she's like, I am sick of this stuff or whatever, I guess, right, Carrie?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So is what she said pretty much what you?
Yeah.
is-
Yeah.
Okay.
How old is Dale that he's got a 26-year-old son?
Dale is almost 50.
A lot older than
I
Steph.
would not.
Well, no, Steph's 42.
He's like
41, would have been 42 in May.
Yeah, he's like 48.
6 years or 7 years older than Steph, I think. Yeah. So, I mean,
You know, and there was a lot of up and down and this and that and changing their mind and
Why is Steph
Changing
meaning?
who, like,
Steph
Steph
was.
and Dale, or,
just stuff in general. I think
and you know,
was-
I kind of can look at my relationship with Brian and look and say, there's a lot of great qualities, these are things I don't like, these are a lot of great qualities, and you've heard me say it. It's like, I can't say he's a bad guy, and then Steph's got kids with Dale, and it's like,
exactly.
if, you know, so you look, it's like she's doing this, it's like,
Absolutely.
I'm not completely whole with Dale, I really like this guy, but, and then it's like
And
back
this
and
is what
forth,
she's
and
saying
this
in
is,
these emails to Ron.
and she in here is, she's confused, that's.
And this is what they're talking about in these
anticipation,
emails back and
you know.
forth that Carrie and I were reading. That they were sitting there talking about, but our spouses, our, you know, my wife, your husband, but, you know, and they were really, you know, kind of putting them in the forefront and stuff. So that's why we talk about it being an emotional affair, because nowhere are we catching on that it was sexual, right, Carrie?
right.
Yeah.
Well, and you know what?
And that's what Erin said. She always had that moral,
Right.
that really high moral
But-
factor.
But there was a hotel scheduled on a Wednesday night
Yes. Yes.
for the actual sensual encounter, I suppose, right?
I don't know.
Not necessarily, it might have just been that was an easy place for him to be able to.
There
stay.
was and she had used her credit card for that. So she had reserved a room at La Quinta.
And this is
you know
after she
when,
got
Jim?
booted out. This is after she booted out, or did the
You know when she reserved it, I'm so sorry.
yeah. I mean, after she got
Right.
everything fell apart in the house thing, and she moved back in with Dale. She still after that she reserved.
Maybe reserved it
I mean,
on Sunday, maybe.
she's still going back to.
Right.
I mean,
This is what we're
Peter Totter. I mean, you know.
Knowing, like, when Brian and I broke up,
Right.
I dated a
Right.
different guy for a short period of time, and I felt I needed to do a face-to-face. I felt he deserved me to talk to him face-to-face. You know, and I told Brian that at the time, but I don't know what their relationship was. But that, just thinking and knowing stuff, and just saying, you know, I deserve to tell him face-to-face. This can't be a text, it can't be an email, it can't be whatever.
Face-to-face what? Tell them what?
That we're gonna be done. And if she said they were done and whatever,
It kind of
whatever.
sounded like he made most of the shots, so he called a lot of the shots.
Where is he from?
He is
I don't
from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Mom told me he is
Dutch.
Holland. He's Dutch.
And
He's
that
from the
is
Netherlands.
completely different.
And he's been in the States for
And he's
a number of
he's
years.
been married for 17 years.
Yeah.
See, and it's just, and that's where, you know, probably 90% of the people don't realize, 80% of the people there don't really know all of the whole
Oh, no.
story of what's
That's
going
right.
on.
This is why we're talking about it here, because they just don't understand.
Yeah.
And so that's why we're like,
She put Dale.
I mean, even Dwayne and I
Wow.
with
Dale, it's the husband,
even Dwayne and I traveling up the mountain, I'm like, you know, Dwayne, I still wonder about Dale. I can't wait to talk to Dale until I get some of these questions answered.
But when you hear about the temper and you hear about this and that, and did he
Right.
get pissed off, did he shove her, did he whatever,
after she filed divorce papers, you know, served him with divorce papers on November 1st, I think he just crawled into a hole.
There was nothing but, he was sulking.
And there
You
was
know?
no physical evidence
Not
or
that
anything
we-
that they told you guys.
No.
They didn't tell her crap, Christy. They barely told her, they wouldn't even tell her if she was clothed or not.
They wouldn't give any info.
Yeah, like, you kept wondering about the red coat. They wouldn't even tell.
They can't.
Yeah.
If they want their investigation
Someone might
Truly
say something.
Right.
To be
Right.
solid.
to
Yeah.
be solid, because all someone has to say is something about a red coat and go, oh yeah, I saw someone in it
Well,
will
and
everything up.
And the coroner kept saying, you know, I can't tell you anything, and if I were you, I'd be really annoyed with me too. You know, she
Right.
wrote that in her
She wrote that in her email.
that,
Like,
you know,
because
she's
it's still
sorry
open
that she can't
investigation.
give any
I mean,
answers.
because I know more than you do. That's
You
what
know
she
what,
wrote.
though?
And that's what makes this job so hard.
Right.
Do you know what's really sad about it is I can't see Steph committing suicide.
I can't either.
I can't.
Not her kids.
Not
Yeah.
leave her
Leaving your
kids.
kids with somebody that she was not happy with the way they were parented.
Exactly. So that's
There's
why.
not, and that's where.
And that's why Jennifer
You know,
was at the police station today for 2 hours.
Before
I think
they
were
found
just
her.
Boom, 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 boom. I think they're really just trying to get.
Before they found her, I was under the impression that she just needed a little space, because she had a lot of shit going on,
Right.
and that she knew that they'd be safe with Dale. I mean, Dale loves his kids.
Yes, I believe.
Yep.
She may not always agree with it, but
With the disciplinary, but he loves it.
and so I thought, you know what? She knows they're safe. He'll take care of them, get them to school, whatever. I'm gonna just take a little time out. But I mean, that's when it hit me, was the day before I left, which I came out on Friday.
And I'm so sorry for my
Thursday night.
response on Wednesday when you texted me. Because I thought you
Oh.
were talking about Steph Schuler. I'm like, I talked to her this morning, and you were like, what? When?
Yeah.
What? When? And I was like, all right, I gotta go call Carrie Mom. And then it was I was just like, oh my gosh.
I gotta
Well, I just didn't know if you
I gotta go
heard.
call your mom. Is that what you said?
No,
No.
I
Right,
had
right.
gone home
What was your last sentence you said there?
Wednesday.
Right.
I had gone home Wednesday, went to my parents, and
Right.
we went out to Jackpot. She had texted me, did you hear about, she goes, have you read your emails? And I said, no, I haven't. She says, oh, you haven't heard about Steph.
And she's
And
thinking
I
her
was
good friend
thinking my friend Steph Schuler because I had talked to her that day, that was the first name that was going to pop into my head. And I said, what do you mean? I talked to her this morning. Well, she was like, when?
And then what's his next sentence?
What? And she
You know,
said it again. I said, then I told my mom, I said, I gotta go call Carrie.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I walked, because Jackpot has shitty service.
Right.
I walked out by one of the,
Oh,
kind of by one
let's
of
not
the
even
doors.
talk about Jackpot's shitty service.
Oh. Anyways, so I was talking to her and heard about this. Well, Dana had gotten a Facebook thing and didn't realize it was Steph. She just got it, and so I called her.
I think she got it from me.
Yeah.
I think she
But
got
on
it
the
from
way
me.
over to Thanksgiving, I called her, and I was like, you realize this is Steph? And she's like, what?
Yeah.
So it just,
Yeah.
it,
'Cause I
and
just-
then it was flying.
I was the one sitting at the computer then. I just started flooding everybody. We need to be on the lookout for Steph.
Yeah. Dana called her cell phone and just said,
Yep.
Steph, if you need me to come get you, if you need wherever you are at, I will
You
come
know
and
it.
pick you up. I
You
will,
know it.
whatever
Yeah,
it takes.
because where does she live?
Sioux Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she just said, I don't care what it is, I will fly anywhere and help
Yep.
you, da da da, if you need whatever.
Yeah. So there's a
So there's
whole
a-
lot to it.
And that's what I've kind of said to people when I kind of explain
I mean,
what
this-
happened. I said, there's a lot more.
This is something for a movie.
Yeah.
This is like a movie.
Details.
Well,
Yeah.
we kind of, in your email, it said something about another guy. And
Yeah.
I was thinking, okay,
And then he
So-
wasn't cooperating and.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
No, I knew.
Well, and Aaron met Ron at the office, and instantly was just, it was not.
He just
I mean,
said-
Aaron can
At
pretty
the-
much converse with
at the
anybody.
police office?
No,
Ron
at his office.
Oh.
Aaron went around when he first got out here. He did his own investigation.
his own meat.
Aaron said
Which is
he
a
does.
good thing.
I sent Ron email this morning and said, you're not welcome here tonight.
But he didn't send it this morning. He said it was already this afternoon. He goes, I still haven't sent Ron that email yet.
Mm.
Oh, so
Ron said that, who's
Yeah.
not welcome?
Aaron sent Ron an email saying you are not welcome here tonight, meaning at the service.
And was he there though?
No.
Oh,
I don't think so.
somebody was there. No,
Somebody was there
No, no.
that the, whatever his name is.
oh, was he in the video?
Scott? That Scott took out?
They went to the back of the,
Really?
Who?
I don't know.
Okay,
Oh, I didn't see that.
No, I didn't.
this guy Ron was in the video?
Yeah.
Okay, he was in a video.
Which I don't.
Dancing video, okay, that's what,
The
I
very
heard
first-
something, he was in something.
The very first video that when it all started, when the ceremony started.
Okay,
Which I didn't know that.
I had suspicions.
Sorry, Carrie, I meant to tell you.
It was probably better if she didn't,
I think
because
so
she
too.
could enjoy it.
Because Mom and I were over there going, Mom, Ron's in the video. I was told by Jen. She goes, okay. I said, well, 3 times, so let's try and figure out who he is.
okay,
The tall guy in the red shirt.
I can't believe Jen would do that. Honestly, why did Jen do that?
No. I don't know, Carrie.
I just want,
Okay, go ahead, Chris.
I guess Dale was questioned today, and he said,
Yesterday.
yesterday, Mona said his question yesterday, and he responded, listen, I don't want to, he's getting nervous. He says, I would like to consult with my lawyer. When you hear stuff like that, it brings suspicion. You
Well,
have to
Chris, he's done nothing to
But
provide everything.
everything. Why would he say that then?
Because he's worried about his kids now.
So
He's worried about them losing both parents.
Because,
They'll come take him in cuffs.
but there's no problem. Why would he say that when he's just answering their questions?
Because they come back to question him. They've already been through questioning.
So what's wrong with answering?
They can put to you.
No, what's wrong with answering the same questions? You just keep answering the same questions over and over
All
again.
it is
Why would he be
gets
defensive?
twisted around, and
He
you know
wants
what?
protection now.
He needs protection.
And
Right.
that's all he said when he came back, Chris, was he just said, you know what, I'm going to do what my lawyer's been suggesting to me, and I'm just going to say, okay, you don't get access to me anymore. This is enough access. I've done enough.
You can
don't
only go
need-
through so much. They will
And that's
wear you
all
down,
he
wear
said.
you
When
down,
he
wear
gets
you
back,
down.
I know what you're saying.
So physically.
Okay, I
I
can
know what you're
understand.
saying.
I can understand. They can actually almost talk you into it almost, right? Is that what-
Oh, yeah.
He said that one night, he said he come back after he was with the cops, he goes, they scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And they are actually, like,
It's like what
I
you
wouldn't
see on
want to- I
TV.
wouldn't want
It's
to
not,
be-
Aaron said until proven guilty. It's
Aaron
guilty
said they
until you
warned-
can prove you're innocent.
Right.
Yeah.
And Aaron
To
said
a
they
cop.
warned him out so much, he didn't even remember what his area code
Yeah.
was for his cell phone.
Even Aaron
Aaron,
is
His
wore
zip
out
code.
they wore him out.
being interrogated, or
Not interrogated, but just questioned
Talk to about whatever.
about everything.
You think about how tired you are now from being there tonight,
And mentally drained.
mentally psyching
Right,
yourself up to
right.
get up and sing that song, and then now your possible life is on the line because, and you know you didn't do anything, but these people keep questioning you and they
Over and
polygraph you
over
and
again.
over and
But
over
what do
and
you
over.
mean you didn't, where?
I don't know. If I haven't done anything, I really don't mind answering questions. But maybe I got to be there. Maybe I have to actually be there to understand
Yeah.
what they're doing.
That they,
Right.
Yeah.
that they.
Because I just, if I'm innocent, I really,
And the grief you've already got amongst you.
I don't
You have to
know.
realize you just lost,
they're gonna start.
you just
twisting
lost your
questions on
your
you that
best
you've
friend, the
already
person you've been with for 11 years,
Yeah.
and now they're drilling you and you're mourning. You're mourning and trying to
I know, but
think.
at the same time, I'm going to want to find out. I'm going to be asking them questions to how we find out who did it, right?
But they're not
I mean, these are.
answer your questions though. No, they're not gonna answer.
But I'm going to be.
Did you check would you check with Ron? Did you check with whatever? Did you ask this? Did you do that?
No, we're asking the questions here, Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know. When somebody starts running, that makes me a little bit. It makes it a little bit interesting.
He's not running.
He's getting a lawyer.
Probably a gallon.
He's got a lawyer.
He's getting
I had so much running last night, I was peeing.
That's somebody that's running.
No. He's trying to protect his ass.
Yeah.
He's trying to hide.
Here's the
No.
thing. No.
Chris, he hasn't hidden a thing.
Let me put it to you in a
He's hiding now. He got a lawyer.
Let me
Because he needs protection.
Nobody can take his kids away.
Can I put
Bullshit.
Can I put it to you in a different? Let me put it in a completely different context.
Okay.
A teacher, a kid says that teacher hit me. Okay, the teacher hit me. There's nobody there to watch. Nobody knows. It's the kid's word against the teacher's word. Okay, so then the principal yanks you in the room and they start questioning you, and you say, "Well, yeah, I disciplined him." Well, what do you mean you disciplined him? And then they start reading into little things you say. And here's the thing. Okay, I want my union representation in here so that I have two people. I want two people, so I have two people's word against your two people's word. And you see what I mean? It's not that the person's guilty. It's not that they did anything wrong.
They just
but
want to have the lawyer present.
There's two people there questioning one person and it's one person's word against two.
Well, that's
If
why-
you have the lawyer.
Oh, I'm assuming in this interrogation, that of course, recording it.
But
No.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they-
You gotta be recording this crap.
What does recording have to do with it?
They don't have it at the police station.
I'm sorry, but I can't believe they've asked one question to Dale without recording it.
I don't know.
I can't believe they've asked one question to Dale and Aaron and whoever it is without recording this stupid thing. Even on video. I mean,
They're not doing it at the police station.
huh?
They came to Dale's house when we were there.
I'm sorry, but
they
who
can
does that in today's day? Record,
And this is
ask questions without recording
This
it?
is Colorado Bureau of
I'm sorry.
Investigation. This is the state.
So they're gonna record it, right?
I don't know what protocol is, Chris. Have you ever been arrested?
But my thing.
Have you ever been interrogated?
Yes, Jill?
How can
Since you're raising your hand.
you?
What the hell was that?
No, I understand what you're saying too, because I would assume in
How can this not be recorded?
murder, abduction, missing, the whole thing, that they would want things recorded they could go back and look at or whatever. But
So anyway,
yeah,
I'm sorry, but basically every question that they asked Dale and Aaron, and it wasn't recorded, it's in the garbage can. It's in the garbage can. I'm sorry. It's in the garbage can.
No one asked.
Without
whether they
recording it.
recorded
I don't care. It's in the garbage can. If they're not
Right.
recording it, it's out of the. There's no use even talking unless it's recorded.
but the thing is.
But is that inadmissible?
But what ends up, it is admissible to court. Because it is a questioning session, whether it's recorded or not.
You've been given your
You've
rights.
been given your Miranda rights, whatever.
Because at that point you
Or-
have
Or
waived-
now, they're maybe not questioning him as a suspect, they're questioning him as a witness.
And that's
They
what they
can-
were, and that's what they were doing with Jennifer today.
They were
She was not
questioning her
questioning
as a
somebody.
witness.
They're trying to get more and more information from her for, I think, leading up to
And
this.
you know about this, Ron? But
She did. Oh, yeah.
Dale needs to have somebody else there who is documenting everything
Yeah.
and to just
Think of the
look
lawyer.
out for his own good. It's not saying that he's, oh, I have some up there. It's not saying that he is guilty. It's saying
Just so
that,
they can't twist his words
Right.
around.
But that's why you record it. Why isn't Dale carrying around a recorder?
But that's not admissible.
the lawyer
Yes, it is.
will
No,
say
Yes,
that.
it is.
The lawyer will, as long as he lets them know he's recording it, that's admissible.
Yeah,
I have a recorder, whatever we say will be recorded.
that's right.
It is admissible if everybody knows.
Damn right.
Can't be a secret recording.
Right, that's what I'm saying, as long as they know. But my point is the lawyer is there to say, Dale, you don't have to answer that question.
What is
You
it?
have already answered it. Or you have. It's not saying he's guilty. It is basically saying, I have cooperated through this whole thing. You keep drilling me. And if the other guy's wife was involved, she probably gave him an alibi.
And the thing is, oh, we do it, it's going?
Oh yeah, there's another plate right here with it.
So,
Yeah, on
the
it.
thing is, Chris, Darla had a very good example there. It's very true. A lawyer, think of a lawyer purely as union representation. It is somebody who can help you decide. It's a neutral party. It's somebody who can help you decide whether or not you decide to answer that question or not.
You guys are gonna sleep today.
And also,
Get up and go there.
it's also,
We don't play out till 3.
Oh,
And
good.
you don't have to
Good.
realize
They
it.
can-
Yeah, if we leave at 11, we'll get back at like 1, drop off the car.
I don't know, I mean, do you guys have stuff to rush
I'd
home
rather
for?
stay here.
I have my birthday party on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need a hotel.
Oh my God, Darla.
We're all getting old.
Who are you, December 4th?
No.
Well, it's Christmas Eve, 24th. I'm 2 days after Dwayne.
2 days, okay. Oh my God, the big 4 hours for both of
Yeah, and
you.
I'm missing it.
That's okay. I understand, Carrie. If it was anything else, though, you'd be on my shit list.
I know,
You know I'm not
I
making
mean,
it
Jill,
up.
where were you when you got wind of stuff?
Well, I've known little bits and pieces.
No, when you got word that she was missing.
Should I send you a text?
No,
I was 30 miles outside of Kansas City.
I was at home.
Yeah.
I probably checked my email 5 minutes before you sent that email.
Really?
And I almost didn't bring my laptop with me.
I
I don't need it.
And then your jackpot dropped the whole time, where you got your check.
Yeah.
And that's what Connie Lester said, was that her husband Mike has been fabulous, because she's just been stuck to that laptop.
I have two. I got it, Melissa of all people said, what the hell is going on? Steph is missing? And I was like, what?
Who said this?
Melissa, she's been on it
Melissa
since the
got the
beginning.
first word, I think, from me.
And then I called you. I was like, I have no idea, but I knew some of the background information.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
Because Carrie and I had talked one night.
Okay.
And so I said, I don't know, Carrie. I haven't talked to Carrie.
But, I know what's
Carmen,
going on with
Pat,
Steph.
and you and I, when we ate, were we talking about stuff? When we ate down in New Orleans?
I don't think so, because you didn't tell me anything until, I think it was deer hunting weekend, when you went up to Como Zoo.
Oh, okay.
You called me
And
that.
that's when she'd gone to her yoga retreat for 4 days. And when I was with my mom at Como Zoo, she had called and talked to my mom. Mom said she sounded really good, and that was the last conversation Mom had with
That
her.
mom had with her. Really?
And that was
Besides
November
the fact.
7th, or whatever that Sunday was. It was like,
November 7th was deer hunting.
and it was
A really nice
awesome
day.
weather.
Really nice day in Minnesota.
Yes, it was.
So that's why Mom kept
It was
saying
a
it was
Sunday,
wrong.
November
And
7th.
she kept having the wrong weekend. She kept saying it was that weekend of the snowstorm on Saturday. Come on, that was not awesome weather.
Does anybody have
You're
a fingernail
off a
clipper?
week.
I do.
Does anybody
Could
want
I
it?
use it?
Chrissy, how
Fingernail
long did you
clipper.
look for?
How did you get a fingernail clipper here?
I have one.
I guess I never even
Jill.
thought, it's in my.
Jill Corey and Ravenski. You can bring fingernail clippers and razors through security. I bring a fingernail clipper through my purse every time. No, obviously that's all Chrissy gets.
She needs to do it more. She's a little too intense.
Take a little time. How long, Christy?
20 seconds. 22.
No, about 40, just kind of watch it.
22 on mine.
I might have more cheese than yours.
I mean, at home.
Thank you.
So that's how I found out. Then I was driving to Redwood and I called you immediately. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And then you said, check your email. That's really all you.
What night was that?
That was on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because Carrie probably didn't get anything
I
else.
talked to you on.
Because that night they came and picked me
and
up.
we were trying to figure out if you should go or not.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, yes, you should.
Yep, you did. That was helpful.
So you guys think that Ron or his wife did this? Now, why would Ron want to do this?
Well, you know, he has less motive than his wife.
Yeah, the wife I could see, but I mean, trying to figure out
Maybe the
why.
wife.
Maybe Steph said she was gonna.
And you're saying
Turn him in.
that Ron's wife intercepted the message of the rendezvous at 10 o'clock at night?
Could be.
Could have been.
All she would have had to do is push her in the water.
No.
So cold. That's all it was. I
I'm gonna eat all these
slept
shrimp.
for
We don't need some more.
My line was right. Mine too, like your daughter.
Good job.
What's that, Joe?
I mean, I stood outside on the phone for 5 minutes and was chilled. And
That was
cold.
tonight?
That was tonight.
Yeah, it was warm out tonight, right?
Yeah.
It's really cold. Yeah, because they said it got down to 10 below last weekend.
She would have hypothermia with it. If she could have, you know,
Not so
she would
funny.
have hypothermia within minutes and
Yep.
been unable to climb out.
And she just was drained anyway.
Yeah. And that wouldn't show. And
You know, and-
overwhelmed.
One of the questions they asked Aaron, or I don't know who, everybody, was she fit? Was she fit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But I mean, she actually was weaker than she's been because she probably lost muscle when she was losing weight.
You know
Right.
why they asked that?
Why?
That was after they found her.
Right.
Because they're not
Because he
telling you
taken all the
everything.
water.
Because why?
She was in the river,
Mm.
Dwayne, because why?
taking all the water.
Yeah.
What's
What about it?
the
It
statement?
exploded.
Okay.
What's the statement again?
Was she fit? Was she physically
They
fit?
kept asking you that, Carrie?
Well, they asked it once. I was not asked anything.
And what did you say?
If they're in the water, the body
Floats, it sucks in the water?
So then they don't look like they're fit anymore?
Like a sponge?
They look like they're fat.
blow up.
They look like they're... interesting.
Okay. Yeah, well, I can't wait to see this path that Steph walks on and then where she was found.
So nobody knows exactly where she was found?
We have a pretty good idea.
Because they don't release it because someone might say,
Well, no, that's not true. That Ann supposedly isn't available until Saturday. And Saturday she's willing to go
Who's
through,
Ann?
that's the head detective for the Silverthorne Police.
She's what?
She's available on Saturday, apparently. She's not available tomorrow.
Available for what?
To talk to the rest of the family that's here now.
Where did you find that out?
I'm not sure.
I haven't heard that. Where did you hear that?
Aaron? I don't want to go with Aaron. Where's my card? My business card.
Lifeline.
I know, I was thinking about
would
you.
you like to pull the audience?
I was about to.
Double dip?
So if they ask Dale,
The card for every one of the family members that wasn't here yet.
Go ahead.
if they ask Dale for a polygraph and he says no, what do you guys think about that?
He's already taken one though, hasn't he?
No.
Oh, I thought he
He
did.
actually
I thought they
did.
were-
Go through
They didn't take one that day.
Well, they can't rule it because the polygraph is not admissible in court.
It's not, but it can give you a pretty darn good
Yeah.
idea if you're lying and anxious about it, then they can do more searching and grilling.
Yeah.
I don't
Are you nervous
understand how
over
a
it?
polygraph works though, because if I have a polygraph on and they're quizzing me and grilling me,
I'm gonna be nervous
scared.
as hell.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if they ask
I'm
you, but the
gonna
thing
be-
is they go, what's your name?
Right,
Well,
that's what they set up.
Darla Ray Phelan.
Yeah.
What year were you born? Well, 1970.
And they give those questions all through the test. They give you true questions throughout the test. So you go back to the hard question, then the easy question, then the hard, and then the easy, so that you.
They get a baseline of
Yeah.
where you're at and what your anxiety level is, even just answering those.
What's your name?
So if somebody fails a polygraph, are they automatically guilty?
No.
No.
They can't, it's not admissible.
It's not admissible, but by saying that you don't want to take the polygraph,
I mean, that's
It
a
indi-
bad choice, probably,
it indicates that you have something to hide.
right?
Yeah.
To me,
Dale has
it's-
not said he wouldn't. They haven't.
No,
asked
I
him
know.
to do it.
I'm just.
It's kind of like when, like if you've been drinking and you refuse to take the breathalyzer, they automatically assume you're guilty. Which, I don't know, DWIs to me seem like you're like screwed. Because you're guilty before you're ever,
Proven innocent.
You mean so you don't take one, you still get a DWI ticket?
Well,
you lose your license for a year.
But
If
don't
you
get-
re-
you don't get a
You refuse
DWI.
If you refuse breathalyzer,
You lose your license for a year.
Well,
Yeah.
Under what's it called?
State law.
State law,
No,
yeah.
One of my mom's colleagues
Oh.
and her husband have their own breathalyzer. They bought it over the internet.
Yep.
So that when
You
they're
can buy the
abroad,
exact same ones.
Yep.
You can buy the
Yeah,
exact
that's
same
what
ones the police
we
carry.
retired
Sharper Image has it.
But you have to get them calibrated
Oh.
too, so if you ever get pulled over for a DWI, when you go to court, you just say, let me see the last time the breathalyzer was calibrated. If it was not calibrated, you're gonna get off because it's not accurate.
Yep.
But my point with that is you can't assume that someone's guilty. You know, you can make assumptions and this and that, but that you have to, you know, and in a DWI, you not only, I mean, you can murder someone, you go to jail, you get out, whatever, or you rape, whatever, but with a DWI, you lose your license, you get fined, and you go to jail, and you this, and you that, and it's like,
Well, what I was saying, if not taking a polygraph infers some sort of guilt by not answering the questions.
Okay.
Isn't that what Dale did yesterday when he said, I don't want to answer any more of your questions, I need a lawyer?
He didn't say he wouldn't answer them, Chris.
He just wants to answer them through a lawyer.
He wants a person there in his favor.
They don't.
wouldn't you like to know that someone was there?
I don't know why he's not recording, again, I'm getting back to the recording, but I don't know why not things aren't being recorded. I don't
We don't know
understand.
that, Chris. We just do not know the answer to that question.
But,
I like the way you made that correlation though, because I wasn't following either.
no, I mean, it's like, if you're afraid to answer a question, I mean, If I've got nothing, if I've done nothing, to me, I've got no problem sitting there.
He hasn't been hiding a damn
Yeah,
thing.
okay,
And then they came back to his doorstep.
but they're asking more questions. They're not asking the same questions. They're asking follow-up questions,
How
right?
do you know that?
That's what I'm saying. If they're asking follow-up questions and he now wants to hide,
Follow-up.
you see the difference. It's not the same
We don't
question.
know what they're asking him.
They're asking follow-up questions, not the same.
But Chris, it's not about what questions, this or that or whatever. He has been completely forthcoming with everything, and they keep coming back, and it gets to a point where
They're trying to see if he says something
Slips up.
different.
if he's changing his story, and
Well,
if he's doing this,
if he changes his story, that means there's something wrong. Why would he change his story unless he's making up lies?
Changing his story.
But my point
He's
is,
not gonna, then there's no reason to just keep talking because there's nothing wrong with saying the truth.
If you don't give the exact answer, you give the time before it,
he's mourning. He is going through one of the probably the most emotional times of his life, and then you are getting grilled. There's nothing wrong with wanting someone there to document what has been said.
Or just stand up for your behavior.
A recorder does just exactly
No,
that.
but there's nothing wrong with also having a lawyer there to say,
he's already
okay,
answered that question.
he's already answered that.
Asked
or
and answered.
He needs a break. You know, you need to back up. You can give him a 5-minute break. Because there are laws about interrogations and this and that, which aren't necessarily, they're not something that I know, but there's different things there. It's like, and if you have the lawyer, they're going to be able to protect them from being abused while being questioned. Not that they're lying or not that they're telling the truth or whatever, but they protect the person from being bullied, from being whatever. It's basically it. It's a protection from being bullied.
This year's tree topper?
Yeah.
How'd you get the line so straight?
I have a true talent.
Like Mr. Leslie when he drew the circles on the board.
Yeah, he was.
It wasn't last.
That was Erickson.
Leslie drew the lines too, didn't he? Or was it Eric? It was Erickson. He's when he used to throw the racers at us in the back of the room.
Yeah, that was Erickson.
Oh.
Yeah, see, Chrissy, what you missed out on?
Yeah, we were talking about all sorts of different people on the way up. Did you know that Cy left Chad?
No, I did not.
Who's
Has
Chad
been having-
Redding's wife?
Has been having multiple affairs on him.
She has been.
That's what these guys have said. Jill, you know about.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Much too bad.
Because you know Chad's a really nice guy.
Is that Chad Amber?
Chad Redding.
Darla dated him for a while.
Oh, I know Chad Redding.
Yep.
No.
Morgan.
You say he's not a nice guy?
Chad Amber.
Oh. Oh,
Carrie
he's
said
not
he's a
a...
very nice guy. And it said Chad Amber.
Yeah, Chad Redding, that's Morgan Chad Redding.
Yep.
He's my age.
Yep. That's really sad to me.
That is.
What
He's
was
a
that?
really nice
I thought of you during when he was talking about reaching out and connecting with someone. When
The chaplain.
The chaplain tonight was talking about don't wait.
Yeah, I need to call him.
Because what happened to Chad? I was making so much noise.
Chad
Yeah.
is how old are you? 46?
42.
Jesus.
You used it.
Chad's older than you then. No, Chad's 4.5 years older than me. So at 44. Sorry.
That was harsh, Darla.
Oh no, I made a worse blunder earlier. And you know what Brian did to me? We were at a fundraiser and I made this comment and Brian just looked at me and he goes, and he walked away. I'm like, you're such an ass. No, this is horrible.
I have one too. When you're done.
One of the gals I teach with found out she has stage 3 breast cancer, and they did a meat raffle at this bar. Well, I didn't realize. We raised $2,000 in like 2 hours. So anyways, so this Bev, who I've known for years, her daughters have come through school or whatever, there's this other gal standing and she looked just like Bev. And I'm like, oh, are you Bev's mom? And she goes, no, I'm her sister. And Brian just looks at me and he turns around and he walks away. And the gal next to me, Angie's like this, and I was like, oh, I go, you guys, I'm really sorry about that. I was just like, oh God, insert foot like that. I'm like, oh,
Here's what I
that's
did.
me running.
Talking to a husband and wife at school, teacher and her husband. And he's just a real dry, funny, takes everything and twists it around. And so I'm getting ready to leave, and he says, I'm so glad that you could see me.
That you didn't see me?
No, I'm so glad you could see me again. You know, usually you say, it was nice seeing you or whatever. And he said, I'm so glad you could see me again. And in my brain, I said, seeing you warms my heart and soul. Out of my mouth came, seeing you warms my whole.
I missed it. Missed it.
No, seeing you warms my heart and soul. But out of her mouth,
Seeing you warms my hole.
You still did not see that. That's worse than what I said. I both sat and looked at each other and go,
I can't wait to get on Facebook tonight. And his wife started laughing, and I was like, I don't blush really, but I could feel it.
Fucking hot in here.
Oh my God.
seeing you warms my soul. Oh my God.
no way.
Oh, that is classic. That is.
I haven't seen him since I'm dreading it. Who is this guy? His name is Mike Moore. He's if you were,
Oh God, he will take,
No, you know who it is now.
oh, he will not let her live that one down. Cause he said he couldn't wait to get on He is a Facebook
smart
ass. In a joking, you know.
I need to like text that to myself so I can remember it. Oh my gosh.
it sounded right in my head.
Oh God, the fact that it was Mike Moore seemed more funnier.
Yeah. No, Brian does that to me all the time. I had this really creepy guy hitting on me at the bar, and Brian looks at me, he walks away. I'm like, what the hell are you walking away for? I'm like,
We're here?
yeah, he's like, well, I don't really like that guy. I'm like, really? Me either. Jackass. Mona, you and Steph have the same hair.
I know. Same hair, same eyes. All the others have brown eyes. That one gal came up to me and said, yeah, you can totally tell your sisters. But,
I think Karen's stuff looks a lot alike in a lot of the pictures.
okay.
Yeah.
Kind of depends
That's
on
the first time I've peed out here that my pee hasn't been yellow.
Yeah, I know what you're saying,
The
yeah.
altitude is
Especially by
like.
drinking beer.
your feet.
But really, it's been like, I drink plenty of water. But it's just like, it's hard on your body.
I got some poopery. It's called poopery.
Terry, she already pooped since she's been here. I was so impressed
With
with
her
her.
daughter in the bathroom with me.
Because you know there is no privacy. So Mariana followed her upstairs.
And all of a sudden the door goes open and I'm like, hi! And
That's
she's
where
like,
they bonded.
she came in and I pooped. She played with the soap.
She was ready to flush too. Did you let her flush?
No, I didn't let her
Oh, it's
flush.
all about the flushing.
No wonder she saw you poop, she thought she could see your boobs.
Well, both of them anyway.
Oh no, she lifted my shirt up. I flashed your brother and Carrie's husband.
Alright.
No, your daughter flashed them with my boobs. Because hers are really very big. Yes.
Oh, so Liz's second daughter is Jessica and
Cassie.
Well, I seen
Hank.
that stuff ready, I go, Hannah. Oh, you're not Hannah.
You got our own daughter screwed up because they were screwing up.
I mean,
They were calling
She had a red
Hannah
sweater.
Cassie all
I know,
night.
I know.
Yeah,
Was that
they
the
were
girl in the
getting
red sweater?
my. So there's a lot of Ronish
They
in
think
Hannah
that there's a lot of
and
Ronish in Hannah.
in Hannah and
And in Cassie.
Cassie. But I never took a picture. How stupid was that? I just was not. I didn't want to take pictures.
I
Well,
know.
Ellie and Hannah have the same eyes.
Ellie and Hannah?
Yep.
Do they really?
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Ellie and Hannah? Huh. Hannah,
You know
sat
what, though?
beside Hannah, Ellie the whole night. See that?
Except Jack did move over. Hannah moved. Jack moved over in Dale's arms long enough.
Has Hannah and Logan talked much about it?
I don't know if they've asked them.
But have they talked much about
Oh yeah.
with you guys?
Well,
Hannah and I talked a little bit about it.
did you?
No.
What'd she say?
She's very sad.
Maya, can you breathe?
Yeah, I think
Why don't you
there's,
put her in bed?
there's some flies being caught over there.
Well, she's not gonna be able to move tomorrow. Her neck's gonna be like,
She's 5.
So just
she's 5.
take
You know what,
foot
I
rest
think
out
you
and
sleep like a
lay
bird.
her
Are you starting?
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
I'm starting like, I put an order in last Sunday, and then I'm having my party on Saturday. Jill, I think
Nora.
Jill said she'd
Okay.
do one if you won't. Cause Steph said she'd do one for me, so if I can come and do one at like, like your house Friday night and Steph Saturday night or whatever, then I can come down and hang out with all you guys.
There's a little bit of history with that shit too.
Yeah,
That's the one that,
it just seems like it's a little too early to speculate too much, just because CBI is not talking, you know, we have got so many answers that we can't,
But I saw it. That's what makes it really frustrating.
yeah, I mean, we've got these questions
I know,
and,
remember when
And
you
that's
said
what they're
something about
saying is they don't
Steph
wanna
being someone who
speculate.
analyzes? He's been sitting here thinking about
Oh.
this, and now you just started talking.
that's what he does.
You've been analyzing.
well, it's just, I mean, what if Ron, if they do a polygraph for Ron agrees to a polygraph, his wife does a polygraph,
And they're inadmissible in court, so what does it matter? Why do a polygraph?
well, I mean, it just,
It gives police a place to go.
no, it infers
Yeah,
innocence.
what are they?
It infers
how
that
are
you
they
don't
gonna
mind.
prove? If there's no witnesses.
So what
there's
if they give
nothing-
Ron a polygraph and he fails?
It's not admissible in court, but they have something to go on,
Okay.
so they can go on. I'm just saying, if a person does not give a polygraph, say, who could be the suspects?
Why
in this?
haven't they asked Dale
Ron?
to take a polygraph?
It might not be the right
They've
time.
asked Ron.
Have they asked Ron? Oh, have they asked
He
him?
would answer their questions.
Oh, did they ask Ron? For a polygraph?
I have said too much.
Oh, you weren't supposed to say that, or what?
No, I wasn't.
Oh.
So you done asking now?
Well, that means a lot to me.
Okay.
I didn't-
No, don't ask anymore.
Huh, I didn't know
Why
that
not?
you were told stuff that we weren't told.
There were just probably a few.
I have
things-
been out here for a lot longer than you guys have.
Well, they need to talk to the family.
No.
No, Mona. There are things we're not supposed to say.
There are people.
Well,
There are things that are not supposed to get spread around, and I completely understand it because if they are, it's still an active crime.
you had condemned Ron, and now I could agree with you. See, because I now
I have
understand.
my reasons.
Well,
Yeah, but
I mean, let's know that reason. That if he doesn't want to take a polygraph, it does infer some
But
probability
it
of.
doesn't mean I can tell you, Chris.
I know, but I'm not sure that you can say that you think that Ron did it unless you tell us why. That's a big one. That's a big reason. Yeah, you don't want to take a polygraph. That means he's got something to hide. That means that's big to me. That's big news to me, actually. That's big news.
So don't be talking about it outside of this room,
Well,
right?
yeah, it's just. I think there's a lot of things that we shouldn't be talking about until this thing CBI starts coming forward, because this is like weird that you gotta.
You know what though?
They want to hide all this information.
What ends up happening is assumptions all the time, and
They're all over already.
they
You
are.
bet they are.
They are all over, and that's why factual things
Yeah.
are not normally
I know.
told to the families, and that's why the families are very frustrated for a long time, because
things like Carrie kind of has this knowledge, but people keep asking and asking and asking, and it's tough. I mean, you want to know.
You knew this?
No,
About Ron?
I did not.
Oh, this is
No.
big news. I didn't know, I mean, that's sort of big.
Chris, it is big news, but guess what? We can't say shit about it.
You didn't
right.
hear it. It's
You didn't hear
it.
I didn't get to meet her.
Yeah, she came up to me. She was the first one to come up to me and touch that hand again. And,
You know what?
I want to ask another question. Did he say why he didn't want to take it?
Who said he didn't take it?
Huh? No, why he didn't want to take it? Why he did not want it?
She said, who said he did not take it?
I see. So we're gonna
So just,
avoid the question.
yes. He was maybe asked, she doesn't know if he took it or didn't. They're not gonna tell her. Yes, Ron took the polygraph. They're not gonna tell her that. She doesn't know. They're gonna say, we asked him to take it, and that's all she knows.
Yeah, it could have been taken for all we know, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
We don't.
I see.
Nobody knows.
We don't know a squat. We got to quit speculating. This is crazy, man. It's crazy.
Anthony, A is for analytical. Shut the fuck up. We all got the disease.
You know what though? I analyze shit all the time too. And it's just,
Yeah,
I don't
you too,
think I
A.
do. I don't. I take things at face value and
I'm kind of like Jill.
well, should we go to the condo first or should we check into the hotel? And I'm like, well, I said, if we check
said
in, Jill on the way up here when we're driving.
Okay.
I said, well, if we go to the condo first, I said, they're probably going to head up to the pavilion earlier than us. I said, then we can go back to the hotel and get ready.
Did you? Were you able to?
What?
Did you do it in that order?
We came here, and then we never ended up checking into the hotel because we're staying here, you dumbass.
Which was a good thing.
Which actually ended up to be our benefit because we didn't check into the hotel and we were able to stay here.
Yeah. I've only asked two really stupid questions this week, and that was one. You want to hear my other one?
Sure, I think it'd be rather.
No, it was horrible. It was. Where was Steph on Thanksgiving Day?
You asked that?
Yeah, well, my days were all screwed up.
Yeah.
You asked that to whom?
I just said it out loud, and like Aaron and Carol, or Aaron and Bill, and they both looked at me. Okay, I remember. Sorry.
No, has Carol been out here the whole time?
No. She got out here on Monday.
I would like to sit and talk to her.
Yeah.
She
is,
wow. For what, okay, who put the slide thing together? Who put all that stuff together?
That was my editing.
Yeah.
I edited and cropped the pictures and deleted the duplicates. Told her that the jump drive was on the table here, and she said, okay, I'm going to go grab it. So it was a very random, could you tell it was very random?
I liked it like that.
Yeah, that was cool, wasn't it?
It was
And the one of Steph at the piano.
But Carrie-
Carrie come in a lot with her hat.
I think you just happened to look at
Yeah,
it.
it seemed like I was losing. I was like,
My favorite
Carrie
was her
scanned
swing.
a lot of those
Yeah,
pictures
with
in
the-
those. She's the one who
with
decided
Ellie.
what to scan.
oh,
So,
that's the one that they showed on the news
which one?
with Steph in the swing.
Yeah,
Ellie
yeah,
had-
on the
As
California.
soon as I hadn't seen that picture yet,
Oh,
and then
That was in
yeah,
Sausalito, I guess.
lost it that day.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you know what? The thing is I teared up. I've been thinking about her, and what everybody's been going through, but you guys have gone through a lot of that process, and it
Right.
makes it easier tonight
Right.
to get up and say, you know what? Wow.
That's what I said to somebody. When they said something, I said, it's because we've already had our breakdowns.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
Okay.
you've been since Monday or Tuesday.
Last Friday.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
before
even
that,
before
Carrie.
when you knew she
Oh,
was missing,
yeah.
you already were
Oh, yeah.
were already starting
Oh.
to deal with some of the issues and knowing everything.
Right.
Right, and when I got that call.
Yeah, like Carrie, you even leaving on Thanksgiving night and you completely breaking down because Hannah was sad that you were leaving. You know what I mean? So it was It was
Well, and
before
it
Friday.
makes you guys, you know, you think, your mom, wow, getting up and her,
But she's always amazed me by her ability to see the beauty in things
Yeah.
like that, and to feel Steph there, and to know that we were all touched by her, and
And she's really been reading the Facebook entries and stuff, and so it didn't surprise me that she read that one gal's entry.
Yeah.
Tracy.
well, and the other thing too is, I had brought up to my mom, I said, Mom, this is the second child Kathy has lost.
yeah.
Because there's a lot of people who don't know
Right, about Alethea.
about Olivia.
My mom specifically called me about
Yep,
Alicia.
yep.
Yeah. How old was she?
2 months and 4 days, and she died on my 6th birthday.
Wow.
I was that old? I was 7?
Yeah.
You're 7 yet?
Oh,
Do you remember
yeah.
the ambulance coming down the driveway? Don't you remember Mom yelling at the operator?
Was it Sid?
No, it was not. She had a cold. She had mucus. She had been crying a lot. Connie said she was in for me.
So you want me to come back and walk you home?
Oh, Dwayne left? Dwayne left?
No, he left. He left.
Darla says I thought you were drinking beer with her.
Just say, I'm sleeping with Darla on the bench.
I got a question. If, say for instance, say something fluky occurred and Jennifer was actually guilty, would, say just thought as hypothetical, would,
Jennifer is the best friend that was there tonight.
just say, hypothetical,
He wants to be hypothetical.
would we forgive her? This question is about forgiving. Is this something that we would want to, are we like a vendetta? Are we like are the rollers, or I guess there are other people here in the room too? Are we, do we seek vendettas to put them in prison for doing something like this?
I don't think it's your job to seek vendettas. I think it's the justice system's job to seek.
And whether you
Justice.
choose yourself to forgive her,
Or
that's your own.
to give to her or to anybody.
It's
to
more
give
for
to
yourself.
yourself.
to
That's
get
one
past
thing
that.
I've learned about forgiveness. It's not about the other person, it's about you. But to get to that place, it would be really hard.
To move forward and.
You know,
Yeah,
part of it is too, if it was Dale, which I definitely have my doubts there, but I mean, I'm not saying we gotta rule him out.
Okay?
I do feel like she probably pushed him to a pretty significant level.
Right.
And anybody's capable of
No.
hurting somebody intentionally, without the intention.
My thing is they get in an argument and someone pushes her, and that's where knowing where it happened and seeing where the body was would be like, okay, was it this kind of open area that, you know what I mean?
It was
Or
open,
did
kind of.
she go into the river, float down in an inconspicuous area? You know what? There's just
Well, it must have been kind of inconspicuous, because a ton of people walked the river right away and nobody found her. And then 4 days
She
later,
wasn't wearing the red coat.
Are you saying that she could have been dropped there after 4 days?
no, I'm saying they didn't walk far enough down, or somehow they weren't seeing her, and I guess I don't really
They
know
said
how
that
they
there was
did see her.
brush, and she
On
was
both
under a bridge.
sides, yeah. She was not under a bridge.
Okay.
She was not under a bridge.
But was there
The
brush?
bridge was a location. It's so far from the bridge.
Okay.
There's brush? Was somebody placed brush there?
No,
Okay.
it was just like, see, the path is not right next to the river.
Okay.
The path is like a ways off the river. And I think people were walking more of the path instead of the river edge. And then when they really narrowed the search down, they probably walked the river edge. You know, they weren't on the path anymore, they were on
But
the
But like you,
Is-
like I'm saying is could it have been like a unintentional, Steph, what are you doing? Or did she slip? Or did,
Right.
you know, whatever.
That is a
Just-
possibility.
And the thing is knowing, like to be able to go look, which I'm sure they don't want anybody down there.
Well,
because
people
they-
have been down there. We were down there.
Were you?
Yeah, we went down there on Saturday, I think.
We're planning on going tomorrow morning if you guys are curious.
I would like to see it.
Mhm.
For
We're gonna let
closure.
some flower petals go. And we're pretty sure we are in a very
Close
yeah.
vicinity.
And it was rapids are here and rapids are here, and in the middle is about 50 yards maybe
Like
of,
half of those football lanes?
yeah, of deeper water without the rapids. Like
And
more
that's
of,
where she was found?
that's where we think she was.
Oh, they never told you
No,
specifically?
they don't tell us that either, of course.
You think you were, I'm not sure we caught the whole thing, you were saying if Dale did it, then, as far as forgiveness?
I just think that part of me
Oh,
feels a little sorry for him because she
I
put
def-
his life in turmoil.
I definitely I definitely feel sorry for Dale based on that,
You know,
that statement.
I mean,
Because I think
what
Steph
she
brought,
did to that family.
yeah, Steph
the
brought
end
some
of that.
serious chaos. She couldn't think for the kids, and I don't know, it was just,
She just wasn't herself.
she wasn't herself.
She wasn't.
And I mean,
I'm like, bringing those girls home at 2 in the morning?
Yeah.
That is
Right.
so messed up.
I mean,
Bring
just
in the
sleep
girls.
the night off and go the next
But
day.
like she said, she felt trapped. Like, I need to get out of here, I need to get this stuff out of here, I don't wanna end up in this lease because I don't have the money for it,
I
I
can't
don't.
afford this, yeah.
Right,
I'll tell
I just,
I mean, Dale can't afford it. I don't think Dale's got a whole lot of income
It is.
coming in right now.
did she?
That's
have,
what
like,
Dale originally called me with, was that.
It was either
she's going through
500,000 or 1
midlife
million.
crisis.
Oh, wow. She had $500,000?
It was either 500,000 or $1 million for life insurance.
no shit. Oh, I never thought about that
No,
life
their
insurance.
policy together.
It was 1 million, yep, that was it.
So she had $500,000?
on him.
Yeah,
That
that's a
could.
huge target on him.
I know.
Oh, goodness, I never thought about that. How about,
Well, my point is now their house is paid for. He can put money away from that into,
His house is paid for?
I said he can pay his house off
Oh.
with that money.
If he doesn't get his ass hauled away.
Yeah.
I'm curious,
If he doesn't get his ass what?
Well, if he
All
goes
the
away,
way.
if he's guilty, they won't pay out.
Right.
Won't they? They won't pay out for the kids at all?
That's what my question was.
Wouldn't they pay for her?
It's
No.
her life insurance policy.
Yeah, but he would have been the one who would have,
That'd be the children.
usually the
Then
kids.
that's
yeah.
who should get the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's paid her premiums.
Is he back?
Hi, honey.
yeah, I really feel sorry for what Dale went through in the last 2 weeks, whatever it was.
Right.
I mean, I just, that's the message that I sent to Dale. I was like, I'm just really sorry this has occurred, you know. I was like, God almighty. But what,
You have another beer? Oh, are the kids okay? Sleeping?
Where's Carol and Aaron? Okay.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, it's 1:30.
I know, I need to go to bed too.
what was,
You've been up for 20 hours?
We got up at 6.
Yeah.
Did you and Jill
Actually, I went to bed
Park and fly.
24 hours ago.
I went to bed at 9:30
Oh,
last
God,
night,
Jill,
but I got
it's
up at
covered.
5. But I
I
woke
woke up
up.
at 2 and got up at 7.
That was a bad decision.
I don't think we would have gotten it covered because I think you have to have a reservation.
Yeah, he didn't sound like he was gonna give us that.
Well, at least we drank a little more of the beer.
I'm sorry I didn't put help.
You're being good, you're drinking water.
I'm too dizzy. I said on the way home I feel drunk and I haven't even had anything.
Why are you
Seriously, the altitude is just...
I don't know if it's the altitude of the ear, but it could be the
Oh,
altitude
yeah.
affecting the ear.
I have drugs.
I have Meniere's disease. Do you have anything for that?
Oh, I forgot
She has
about
Meniere's,
that.
which is an inner ear, it's an inner ear type thing.
That's what I'm not remembering.
Yeah, I told you, you were like, you were saying, what's the other thing,
So you're hearing everything.
Vertigo.
vertigo.
I'm not hearing everything twice. I'm not hearing a lot. And I've got a buzzing deep in my ear and there's... It's
And it feels like her eye is gonna poke out of the
Is
side
it
of her head.
constant?
It comes and goes.
And it's gotten
Meniere's
worse up
disease.
here.
It's gotten worse since we've gotten here.
Oh.
So I'm guessing the
Altitude,
altitude has
altitude.
something to do with it.
Whoa, Jack.
Hence,
Hey,
I
it's
probably
not-
should have
it's
drank
not
as
a
much
brain
as I'm
tumor.
already driving back to
I
the.
mean, you could go around and kind of brag about it. I got
All right.
Meniere's, what do you have?
I mean, if it wasn't up to the state, would we just let it go?
No.
I mean, would we let it, like, say,
46 for the high.
she's dead and,
I'm going to bed.
There'll be justice. It'll be ruled a suicide, or someone will get
Homicide,
arrested.
or
I mean,
That's
The suicide thing, yeah, we all want to
Yeah, say
believe
it's
that
not
she wouldn't
suicide,
do
say
it.
somebody did
But
something.
yet she was not in a great state of mind.
So you wouldn't, so Dale should go to jail if he did it? Or,
I think he'd probably get off with manslaughter and not serve.
I think
huge
for
amount
the
of time.
kids, that would be horrible, but,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
We can buy you a few beers. So we don't need any money.
yeah, well, here, contribute that to the,
We'll put it in the kids' fund.
yeah.
Well,
Oh, hi, Chris. Where you at?
I'm at home now. I'm in Minnesota.
Oh, okay. So, how are you doing, Chris? Are you there?
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna chat a little bit. Yeah, this is gonna be a complicated case, I think. You know.
Oh, yeah, I think, where I'm at right now is I'm just gonna sit and be patient and see what comes out here. I trust the very capable people up there working on this, and I trust them, to do their very best, you know. And,
You know, we're throwing the roses, and Dale started sobbing, but I can't help it. But it didn't seem
Genuine?
It didn't seem genuine. No.
No. I have felt that way all along. Okay? Yeah.
I was wondering if anybody else was. That's kind of my main reason in calling. I was just going to see what your thoughts on that was, because that didn't seem right. It seemed fake. It seemed fake. Yeah.
Chris, the decent side of me keeps wanting to give him the benefit of the doubt. Also, the decent side of me wants justice, you know. And every time I find myself trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, I run into a brick wall. And that's the story, that's his, the disappearance story and his behavior, okay? I cannot give him a benefit of the doubt. I will not. And so, you pretty much know where I'm at, right here. I think he's got something to do with this.
I would have to agree. Me and you seem to be on the same page, and it's different from everybody else, it appears. So I really have a few people I can talk to that I can,
Okay, can you just hold on just a second here and let me grab something.
Yep.
So, repeat, are you saying most of the people are on the same page?
No, I feel that, well, at least my siblings, I mean, the other night I was up in the mountains there. We're just having a conversation. I'm the only guy who questions. I'm questioning. I question Dale, and they all are jumping on me. I'm like by myself taking on a group of 5. When I say that Dale as I was mentioning, he decided to get a lawyer instead of answering a question by the CBI or something, and for that, if you don't want to answer a question, it could it's like not taking a polygraph, which I don't know if you've heard, but he decided not to take a polygraph, and I'm making the inference, if you're not willing to take a polygraph, it's kind of the same thing as not answering some questions and referring to your lawyer. It's kind of it indicates something, and they're jumping on me. Oh no, it means this. It means they're just doing the patrol. Huh?
You know, and Chris, I'll tell you exactly where they're coming from. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's to protect. Okay, go ahead.
They have exactly where they're coming from is they have the same suspicions that we all have, really. Okay, but they do not want to burn their bridges with Dale in case he beats this thing. Okay. So that they can have a relationship with the children, and that's it's as simple as that. They know and feel what you and I feel. Okay?
Okay.
But they do not want to burn their bridges in case he beats this. There are a lot of people out there walking in the streets who have done the same thing. They're out there walking the streets. So be patient with this.
Yep.
Those are very, very capable people up there that are working on this. And you just gonna have to trust and have your faith in them. And whatever comes out of it, they're going to have done their very best. Believe you me. You know, I've talked to the CBI guy myself. He's just one of many very confident people up there. And so you're just going to have to be patient. And let's just see what happens. And be ready for it. The worst case right now, my feeling is if he beats this, okay? But that could happen. So be ready for that. So you know where I'm at on that, right?
Yeah, you heard about the social services coming in?
Huh?
Did you hear about the social services coming in?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And that makes me somewhat optimistic about possibly something happening sooner rather than later. But don't count on that either. But it's a possibility that something could happen sooner than later. I'm ready for the later, but it could happen later. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a very patient man.
Yeah, you know, I really do appreciate chatting with you because you're helping to calm me down. That I think I can relax some more now that I've talked with you a little bit because you have this patience mode. This you're and you just let the professionals take care of it. You know, and it's just yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly right, Chris. We need to let the professionals take care of it. They're very good at their job, and they're one step ahead of me on this. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, yeah, it's just a bummer. Everybody would like. I can tell you honestly, Chris, the day that they found Steffi up there, I wanted somebody arrested that day. I was pretty upset. Yeah, I wanted somebody arrested right now. Arrest somebody. Arrest that man. You know, so, I can tell you that, and then, that's just, we all love Steffi, and you want justice, and but it doesn't work that fast. And after I got a little anger, I was thinking about it. I can wait and let the people who are up there do their job, and they have to get it right, Chris.
Yes, they do, and you can't just run around accusing people like what I'm doing. I got to be careful. I mean, it's like because they can get in civil trouble, you know. I think you can get in trouble for wrongly accusing somebody. It's libel or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think I'd worry about that, Chris. Since you only, I don't think that if he beats it, he'll sue you for libel.
I guess I'm just going with the obvious. You know, the husband did it. It's kind of you know, I just heard this track record from. I don't know. I guess Dale has threatened. I guess Dale has made a threat to kill Steph if he ever left her or something like that. This is according to Ernie or Kathy. Did you hear about that?
What was this now? Repeat.
Yeah, you know that Dale has made a threat. Stephanie reported to Kathy that.
Oh yes. Yeah, I know about this. Yeah, I pretty much haven't been around your mother and dad and Aaron and you and everybody the last few days. I pretty much picked up the whole story, and sadly, it sounds like the same old story that you read about. You know, that the husband's always the number one suspect, and I think that's the case here. Okay. So, but anyway, yeah, I think everybody's on the same page. They're just not burning their bridges. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I don't mind burning my bridges. I've already been able to stand to be around a man. And that's, you know, that's just the way I am. I just I like those kids, but if he beats it, I'd really be happy to see the kids without him around, you know. And if he doesn't beat it, I'll be really happy to see the kids with whoever they're at. Will.
Can I ask what you've exhibited besides before this missing person thing with Steph? What did you observe that you didn't like about Dale, or did you like him before this?
I liked him.
Yeah.
But do I think he's capable of doing this? Yes.
I think so too. I just, you know, there's still a missing netbook and missing cell phone, and
well, you don't know that.
That could just be planted information, right?
Well, no. You don't know what's missing and what's not. Police aren't telling us.
Police aren't telling. You know, that's the thing. That's the thing. When I hear information, I was talking to the police chief, and I was like, I'm hearing this information from Aaron, and it differs completely from the night before with the group. And it's like, I swear that false information could be planted on people just to see the reaction or see what goes on, you know. And so, it's a drama circus going on up there. I guess I'm not really.
Yeah, and it's real.
It's real. It's real. And it's a drama, and it's a circus. And I sort of keep things real. I sort of like, I don't quite get off to. Aaron's just loving it up there, and so is Ramona, right? So maybe, you know, Aaron and Ramona sort of like are into the drama stuff. So they sort of get, they're into this, huh? Yeah, they're into this. So I'm not gonna miss that. I gotta say, some portions I will miss, and they offered for me to stay up there, but Aaron was pushing me away, you know. It was weird that the police were really pushing me to stay, and Aaron was really pushing me to go.
Well, honestly, Chris, I really don't know as though it would serve any productive purpose at all.
Yeah.
For you to have stayed up there.
I didn't understand why they pushed. Maybe that was just they're just kind of recommending, you know, sticking around till Monday or Wednesday or something. And
you know, it's kind of like everybody needs to go home and let the police do their job.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it is. it's where this is at now. You're not helping the police by hanging around. You can, hang around all you want, and you might have to hang around a long time, But, I say, they have to get it right. You can, be a little too eager to bring something, to trial and just not have a good enough case. They have to get a good enough case, and do it right. And I think there's a damn good chance that they're going to do it. And but also prepare. Accusing somebody of a crime and proving it are two different things. And so, whatever, be patient and I'm at the frame of mind where I'm going to be patient and live with the outcome of this. Whether it be somebody is punished for this or whether there's not even enough evidence to bring it to court. I'm going to live with whatever is there. Am I ever going to associate with the man? No.
Yeah.
And so that's where I'm at. And there's nothing that I can do, other than what I've just told you.
Yeah, that's a good approach. You're calming to me because it helps me relax and understand that everything is.
You understand that there are other people that feel the same way you do.
Okay.
And yeah, there's a rap. This is wrong. There's something that's a very poor disappearance story and so on, and his behavior, all right? From those two things, I cannot have anything to do with Dale anymore. So, and the police don't like the story any better than I do. Okay? I can tell you that. So they're working their butts off. To make things right. I can tell you that. So if I've done anything to help make you feel better, I'm glad. Okay?
You have, sir.
So, but yeah, call me anytime.
Okay.
And come out here skiing one of these days. Get those legs in shape and those lungs in shape. Okay?
You got it.
All right.
Thanks, Hank.
Okay. You bet.
Bye.
Also, not because of, see, I would only have to say is up to that point, I think he was a wonderful dad, but that doesn't mean I want him to have the kids right now because life has changed, you know what I'm saying? So,
well,
yeah, don't worry about it.
It wouldn't hurt for the police.
Don't worry about it. I'm not going to do probably anything other than, I have my own items to grind. I want to find out a few things about something that concerns me, and so, that's where I'm going.
Something going on or what?
I'm going to find out why we as parents were not being allowed to be told. That's all.
Oh,
that bothers me very much. So other than that, I am not going to give anybody any grief about anything. They're doing their job. And if they want to contact me, of course, and ask me, see, he's going to court, from what I can understand, to try to get his kids back. That's all.
Yes, it wasn't so much they were trying to keep the parents from knowing. They're just trying to keep everybody except for who was in the room from knowing. It wasn't so much against the parents.
But you guys were told not to tell your parents, and I really want to know what.
It wasn't about not telling parents. It was about not telling anybody.
All right, but that's neither here nor there. The fact that we weren't allowed to be told is, Chris, we are above you guys as far as next of kin. Do you realize that?
Next of kin of the kids, you mean? Of the
Next of kin of Steph. We are over you guys.
If you had been there, they would have told you. If you had been there, they would have put you in the room and told you.
Yes, but the fact that, okay, I won't explain it to you, but let me explain something to you.
I understand. I understand what you're saying, that because
No,
your
no,
parents...
I'll tell you what, I don't want to discuss it with you because I got, there's no point. I want to discuss it with the person that can give me a legitimate reason, and I want to get it across to them to never do that again. That's all.
All right. Oh, I understand. I understand your... I mean, right. It didn't make any sense. It was confusing. It's... There
is no good reason not to have told us. That's all I can say. None. All we had to do was to be told and not tell anybody else.
Okay.
I'm talking about the kids being removed. I don't care if we weren't told that they were going to have an announcement on Monday. I had that figured out pretty well because of all the clues I had been getting from other things.
Kathy, when I was talking to you with the police officer there, she never shunned me. She did not say, don't tell. Okay? It's not about that. No, that wasn't it was about the murder investigation. That's what they were told, is keep quiet. So
well, that's all I was told was about the kids. I wasn't told about a murder investigation, okay?
That was the only thing I think we were told.
I was told about the kids by both you and me, and that wound up being a problem. And I'm going to find out why.
I don't think that was the problem. No, it was about the murder investigation. Keep that quiet. The kids being taken... There was a cop right next to me in the car. She did not shun me at all for telling you. She heard me telling you. She did not stop me. There was no problem.
What I am saying is that I was never told about the murder investigation until today, and that is quite okay. And you guys broke the rule, all right? You told anyway. But that's okay. But I also think that is wrong because we are the parents. We should have been told even before you guys. Got it? I'm not telling you to understand. I'm just saying this is my agenda. And I am going to call and get the answer and assure them that any information, we are to be right in there with the first ones told.
Okay, go ahead. I'm not stopping you. I'm just trying to explain. I think...
No, don't try to explain anymore, and I know you're not stopping me, and you wouldn't anyway. But you wanted to know what my agenda was. I told you, and I didn't want to turn it into a discussion, so.
Right.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I was just going to say, it probably wouldn't hurt for you to give them a statement about Dale and all the dealings with Steph. And, in other words, give them statements, and it wouldn't hurt for you.
I'm not going to do any of that unless they ask me to. Why should I go through all that work? I'm sorry. I want to cooperate with them unless they ask me. Especially now that I know there is a murder charge, I'm not making any statement. But
wouldn't it be good?
Unless they ask me, okay? Let them ask me. I said it would be if they ask me.
You don't think they should know that maybe Dale made a death threat to Steph? You don't think they should know that?
They do.
They do. How do they know it?
Because she put that on the list of things that were the injunction that the judge gave.
Really?
Yeah. She had to list every reason why why an injunction would be acceptable. So she listed every threat he had ever made. So that's not good for him necessarily, right?
Okay, well, okay, as long as that was known, as long as that, if that's true, then that's, okay. With that in the court records, that is, and now that she's dead, there's no chance that Dale's gonna get the kids. There is no chance.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, that, but I think it's like everybody said, it's a fact of suicide possible, you know, the, flight, runaway, just being in such bad shape that he doesn't know whether the kids are behaving or not, you know what I mean? You know, they want to protect the kids. But I could have seen them protecting the kids somewhat by letting everybody be together. But of course, he could hurt the other person that was there too, so. In a bad state of mind. I'll tell you, this is not a fun topic, Chris.
It certainly isn't. I'm with you on that one.
I don't even want to speculate what might be or...
I mean, you know, I mean, if Steph put in the court records that she had been threatened, and next thing you know, she is dead, I don't even understand how Dale is not even in cuffs right now.
Well, because they do have to have evidence. They can't just go by threats. You know what I mean?
Yeah, evidently I don't know. Evidently they're waiting for more information, I guess.
Yeah, for more concrete evidence.
I mean, there is indictments based on enough
well,
evidence.
I'm anxious to hear tomorrow's report to see what exactly they're going to say, like if we're going to get any kind of evidence, because generally don't they say why they're charging with homicide? Because they found there were gunshot wounds, which they weren't, or there were knife wounds, which there weren't. So don't you think they have to give an indication of what they found that makes them think it's homicide?
Well, we're going to find out tomorrow. What time is that going to be?
Well, we should be getting email, I think, first, and then that will tell us when it's going to be.
I hope so. I hope we get that email.
Yeah. We're not supposed to be able to hear it from the press, you know. Get what I mean?
No, why not?
We're supposed to know ahead of time.
Okay.
Our person to announce it is not supposed to be the press.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Well, as long as Steph put in the court records the things that she had told you and all that information, that's all I was suggesting you input was that information. But if she has explained that all in the previous stuff, then that would then.
Yep, she did have to, and that's definitely like you said. If Dale is innocent, which she feels, I think he's got the possibility. What hell on earth to have that in your record against you in a case like this?
I mean, you know, they're saying that they're just saying, you know, if you do this, I'll kill you. They're saying it like you're not serious, and then you know, it doesn't make any sense that somebody, if they all knew that was in the court records, then how stupid could he be to actually do it?
It ain't stupid, it's temper. If you lose your temper, you're out of stupid, you know that. You said it yourself, that you just, you know, that there's a point of, well, that's why they call it temporary insanity, Chris.
Well, I mean, when Steph has stated this, that threat, now, that did Steph say it like he's serious, or that he just said it just to get it to spit out, like instead of saying F you like I do, he says, well, I'm going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? It could be like saying it.
He did not deny any of those statements that she made. He had said to her, if you ever leave me, I will kill you. and I think he had his hands around her throat.
God, how is he not in cuffs right now? I don't even understand this.
Well, you never know. It could happen tomorrow, couldn't it? You might want to...
I mean, how stupid could he be? I mean, you gotta be an idiot to be in a courtroom accused of all this stuff and then do it. And then, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Unless the guy's an idiot. That doesn't, I don't know,
No, he's not an idiot. But you told me that you could understand him doing it in an act of rage, okay? How come you've changed your mind?
It's just not making a whole lot of sense. I mean, huge...
Well, yeah, but you said you understood how somebody can get so angry, that they don't mean to do it, but they do it.
With that much evidence in the courts, if you're going to kill your wife, you should freaking dump her off on the side of a cliff somewhere. You don't leave her to be found.
Yeah, that is what somebody else said on a comment on the internet. They were saying, why would he dump her back there?
A lot of this doesn't make any sense. A lot of it's.
Yeah, I have no comment, Chris. I don't. It's all many ways to look at it, and a big can of worms. Like Hank and I discussed it. It's sad because I like the guy, okay? I mean, he's not my best friend, blah, 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 but I have known him for 16 years. I don't want it to be him. I mean, it might be, but I don't want it to be him.
Oh, that's unreal, man. It's, anyways. Okay, well, we'll listen for the press thing tomorrow, and let me know when you hear something, okay?
Yeah, well, you're going to get it, too.
All right, yeah, I guess the email. We'll get the email, hopefully, and then, yeah.
Yeah, check your email, and if that doesn't work and we hear something sooner, I will be doing research, by the way, to see if there's an announcement about what kind of news press is going to be held at Silversword. I mean, it's hard to believe, like we said this afternoon, this is Stephanie. This is Stephanie, this is a very dramatic ending to her life.
Can I ask, when you talk with Stephanie, I'm just curious, what was Stephanie's impression of me? Did she like Chris? Or I think she went away after we had our accident here, that accident? Steph?
Yeah, she liked you. She was upset about that, but no. She has always been interested in you and your potentials. Yeah.
Okay. So she...
Oh, yeah, she loved you, Chris. Don't worry about that.
All right. Why I'm asking is because this did not include me on those emails about her race. So I'm asking, so I'm trying to find out.
I think it is connected to the accident. I don't know. She didn't say exactly, I don't think.
Okay.
I think she was still a little upset with you at the time, that's all. But she knew that I said it was an accident and that everybody should just stop it.
Okay.
And to the best of my knowledge, okay, Aaron has never heard of it, okay, to the best of my knowledge. Nobody was ever told other than Carrie, because I was going to see her in a day or two, and I knew it would be impossible not to. And then because you sent out the letter, I would never have told Ramona, but because you sent out the letter, she wanted to know what it was all about. And I figured you already told her, so that was why she got told.
Actually, I didn't send out a letter. I sent off it was an audio, and then I don't think anybody got it. I don't think anybody got that audio.
Except that there was a letter that the audio was linked in, and you made a couple of sentences, apparently.
Oh.
And then when they tried to get to the audio, it was not there. But by then, we had already discussed it, so I would not have told her. It was that simple. It wasn't something unlike, I didn't have any great excitement.
Okay, let's not worry about it too much. My question was, why was Steph not including me? And I was just wondering if she hated me, or did she like me? How did she think about me being this Truman Show thing of mine? Do you know what her thoughts are on that one?
She thought you were partly psychic, but that you also had things that you were wrong.
Okay.
She remembers the time of you and that other gal from Colorado. That's where she really gave you high esteem, was because of what that gal had said, which I forget. I forget her name. Do you remember?
No, I don't. I could look it up, but I got it written down somewhere.
Yeah. So that's where she tried to always see you with that vision, okay?
Okay, well that's good. I wasn't sure if I went down in a blaze of if I went down the hole there of what she thought of me. I wasn't sure, and the question mark came because she didn't include me on these emails, and so I think she thought of me as pretty good. So I appreciate you telling me this. All right.
Like I said, she did not include hardly anybody, including Vera Norman, and like Hank and Peggy said, they weren't included either. And actually, they are as close to Stephanie as parents practically, and sisters, because they spend so much time together. So you see, but she would have gone to Hank if she felt she needed a place to go to. That I know, she said that. And Hank would have taken her in a heartbeat. That's how much they loved her.
I know. It sucks. It's such oh boy. Anyways.
Yeah, Hank is heartbroken. He would go skiing, and quite frequently he would stop by and see her. Or they would drive up to see the mountains, and they would go visit Steph, him and Peggy. So, and Stephanie would come down for Easter or Christmas or any of those, different ones each year with her kids. So, they miss her. They definitely have a reason to miss her.
I got a question. Okay, we were being told, when we were being told about this, the child welfare coming in, Aaron says, "Oh, I got an idea. Let's give Dale a call, and talk this over. Just the four of us will be here, even though there's 3 more caseworkers in the room. And he calls up Dale and says, hey Dale, there's 4 of us here, me, Carrie, Chris, and Ramona, and we're going to talk to you about the kids, and then, okay, so, I guess, is it wrong for me to have a problem with not telling the truth? Because there was actually 3 more people in there. He was doing it so that the caseworkers could listen in and get a feel. It's as though Aaron was acting as a double agent. And
I'm confused. I don't know where you told a lie.
Okay, Aaron is telling Dale that there's only 4 people in the room when there's actually 7. 3 caseworkers were also in the room. Aaron was trying to be a double agent, and so that they could listen in.
Well, yeah, but he said there were police, right?
No, he didn't. He said there's just 4 people, just the 4 of us, and we're talking in a room by ourselves.
Oh, okay. You know what? No opinion. I wasn't there. I'm sorry, Chris. All of this problems that you have with Aaron.
No. The question is, it's not so much about Aaron. It's about. I'm just the honesty guy in me feels that you can be fairly full. You can be honest and just be upfront and say, listen, we're a little tongue tied. Like it's.
Right, but it's all about Aaron, and you know it. I'm sorry, I don't believe you. I think you're out to just show that you're right and he's wrong, and I don't want to get into that. Well, the minute I even think about it, my tummy starts getting tied in knots, okay? So can we not have my tummy tied in knots?
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I guess, are we good?
Yeah, I have nothing to say. We'll stay in touch tomorrow, obviously. It's a big day for both of us. Ernie, too, if he's still on the phone.
Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow then.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Pretty good. I'm sorry?
Today. I was going to text you today and see how you were doing, and I got busy.
Yeah, I got back from Colorado yesterday.
Wow.
Did the memorial. I sang "Send Her My Love." That went pretty good. That was some of the comments where I was sort of the star of the show. But it was a good. People said it was one of the best memorials they've ever been to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a question.
What's that?
If there's an investigation going on, over there, and
oh yeah, okay.
let me give you the scenario here.
Alright.
There's an investigation going on, and
do me a favor.
Yep.
Chris, call me back on my home phone because you're breaking up.
Okay, I'll do
that.
that.
Home phone number?
Yeah, this.
3809.
Okay, so I'll call you back. Okay.
Okay, alright, bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. The question is, there's an investigation going on,
Yeah.
and I need to talk to somebody about. Here's a scenario. They want to tell the family before it gets to the press, right? So
Right.
they bring us, the 4 children, into a room, and they tell us what's going down.
Okay.
And they're also telling us to keep button-lipped on it, which is a tough thing to do, right? So, and I'm not calling to tell you what that information is, but I'm calling because in the middle of this meeting that we're having, my brother calls up Dale, the husband, on the phone. First of all, there's 7 of us in the room. There's the 4 siblings and 3 caseworkers for the Child Protective Services. They're going to be taking away the children from the father, you know.
Okay.
So the scenario. So I haven't told you anything wrong right now. Anyways, what I'm saying. Anyways, so in the process, the question is about right and wrong, or about honesty. My brother calls up Dale, saying that there's 4 people in the room when there's actually 7, so that Aaron can play double agent. Aaron's a good friend of Dale's, the husband. And he calls him up saying, hey, there's 4 of us here, and we all say our names. And even though there's 3 more listening in, right, and Aaron's playing a double agent, he's being a friend of the investigation services while being a friend of Dale and lying to Dale. My question is that doesn't seem like the right thing to be doing, to be doing that, you know?
Well, I don't see it as entrapment or anything like that. You know?
Well, it's not
as far as morally, you know, I mean, that's, you know, up to the guy, I guess, you know. I don't know, Chris. I mean, if he's, you know, trying to find out what happened or whatever, you know, I don't know. I mean, how are you feeling, you know, bad for the father, or is that what it is?
Yeah, well, this is bad feelings all up and down. But the question is about if your friend, Aaron's playing a double agent. He's being a friend of the investigation and of the friend. Now, the alternative would be to say, listen, you know, there's 4 of us here, but the phone might be tapped. So that people might be listening in, okay? We'd like to talk. That would be like a better approach to it. Or, for instance, okay, another scenario which happened is we're told we can't say these things. So my brother gets on the phone and says, well, he starts lying to the people instead of saying, listen, he says, all I know is this. Instead of saying, listen, there's things that I can't say, but I can tell you this. You see, there's a difference between honest.
Well, I know that, but I mean, if you're talking about talking to like the press and stuff, I think it's better off saying, you know, this is all I know, because if you even hint that you know more, they're going to friggin' badger you. You know.
No, if you say that I can't say anymore because I've been tongue-tied, they're going to understand that. But you say, listen, I can tell you this, you know, and that's so that's.
I know it's tough.
Is that? I guess I'm Mr. Honesty or something. But there's a way to hide information and still be honest about how you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I understand, yeah, I agree, but, I mean, when you're dealing with what's going on, people are just going to be hounding you, you know? I mean, he's probably dealing with it the best way he can. I watched the news thingy that you sent me.
Yeah.
And they just, you know, they just want to keep it quiet until they can, you know, figure out what really happened, you know. I mean, you wouldn't want the person that did it to be able to, you know, leave the country or something. You know? Are you still there?
Yeah. I just,
I know it's really tough.
oh no, I, look at it, with what's happened, we are hitting the airport a little bit more often. I'm gonna ask a favor of you, and we're willing to pay for it. Basically, occasionally me or my mother might need to travel,
Okay.
and was wondering if we could, like I say, rent. We might need to, based on weather conditions, we might need to, either, my mom's pretty cool, you have to meet her, but I guess I'm asking to see if you could be an intermediary between, so that we can, stay a little bit of time there, or, you know, say,
Yes, you can. You know you can.
yeah, and another question,
Heads up so I can clean up.
say again?
Okay, I'll start cleaning tomorrow.
Oh, no, it's not anytime sooner, but, it's, yeah, I'm a little uncomfortable asking. I know you're nice, you're a great friend. I get another question, and again, we're willing to pay for this. Instead of paying the, airport fee for parking, we're wondering if you could take care of the car and we just pay you.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely I'll do that.
Okay,
Yeah. I would help you out any way I can.
all right, thank you. Okay. So,
Wow. It just sounds like a big fat mess.
it is a big mess. It's bigger than I thought. It's,
Wow. That's awful. You know, at least with me it was an open and closed case, you know? I mean, there was no loose ends, basically. I mean, I wanted to know what happened, but it was done and over with, you know? And, it's got to be really hard, you know, not having it wrapped up. And I hope they can, you know, figure things out and get things, you know, done.
yeah.
I saw your brother on TV. Is he older than you?
Look, no, younger, about 6 years younger.
Oh, really? Wow.
5 years younger. 5 years. You saw him on Care 11 or something, or what?
I saw him on the news thing that you sent me.
Oh, yeah.
Channel 9.
Yeah, that was in Colorado there. I wasn't sure something had surfaced over here in Minnesota. I have seen the story, but nothing, just that she died, nothing, not you know, a 1 minute thing maybe, 30 seconds or 1 minute.
Wow. Yeah, that was the only one I saw. I haven't watched the news though. I haven't seen it since like Friday. I've been really busy. So, are you pressing buttons?
Say again?
Are you pressing buttons?
No.
Because there's this beep that keeps going on.
A beep?
Yeah. Yeah, just be very careful what you say, because the news can be really, I don't know.
Is there a beep because, is your phone dying or what?
No.
You got a remote? Remote phone?
Yeah, but I mean, it's fine, it's charged. It's okay. Here it was again. I don't know, maybe it is my phone. But anyway, yeah, I'll do whatever I can. You know, and you guys are more than welcome to come over. You know, and I wanted to tell your mom, you know, if she needs to talk or whatever, she can call me too. You know. I just can't imagine, you know, what it's like, you know, without knowing. And now the kids are going, huh? will you guys be able to have contact with them?
Well, we're, you know, it's something to be found out, I guess. I wasn't very much in their lives to begin with, so I'm not too worried about that, but there's others, my other family members are. I'm just concerned for my sister Stephanie. And yes, I am, and for her kids, but yeah, like, again, that's taken care of as far as I wouldn't be able to take care of them, so that's not an issue for me.
Right. I understand that. I mean, I just wanted to know if, you know, if your mom and stuff will still be able to have contact with them.
I'm pretty sure it's, yeah, I don't think that's the issue.
Excuse me. Well, that's good.
I wonder if that.
Did you have any other? Did your brother live down there? I mean, did you have any other relatives in Denver?
Yes, I guess an uncle and a bunch of cousins. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and oh, so is that beeping still occurring?
What?
Is that beeping still occurring?
I can't. Is that what?
The beeping.
Oh no, I haven't heard it. It was just a couple times.
Maybe we're being tapped, you know.
That's kind of what I was wondering. It's not, you know, to be far-fetched by any means.
I suppose it'd be a bad idea to be saying, you know, yeah, I killed my sister. I get somebody at my door here, you know.
That isn't even funny.
And it's not even funny.
No, it's not.
But it makes you wonder, you know. I'm actually not afraid of anything I say, but yeah, no, I mean, anyways, that's the thing about me is I don't even care if I you know this show of mine, right? This Truman Show thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been being tapped for 10, 15, 20 years.
Yeah, I know. Oh, now that you mention it, that's funny.
Well, you know,
that's funny.
Well, you know, I'm pretty serious that I, you know, if not for I call us people like the CIA or something or FBI, right? But if nobody else, people working for the mental institutions are probably got a stake in the welfare of the community by spying on me, right? I mean, you know, for one reason or another, people got an interest in keeping an eye on me. So I've never been afraid of anything I say because I have nothing to be afraid of. You know, but just for the record, whoever's listening, I did not kill my sister. Just for the record.
That's not what I'm worried about, you know. You know, we all know that. We just got to be careful with how much information you put out there that you're not supposed to. Don't even, you know.
Well, yeah.
If there's a way to find it, they will. And then they'll friggin' spread it all over the news. I mean, they were friggin' hounding my daughter in Montana before I even got back from the making a statement. You know, how did they find her? Isn't that ridiculous?
Okay, who's this now?
I said before we even got back from making a statement.
Yep.
You know, with the with the police department.
Yep.
They had already called my daughter in Montana and hounded her about it. And she called me and she said, Mom, I can't handle it. She said, I went ahead and answered their questions, but I can't handle it. So then I went out and dealt with all the rest of the news people because, you know, if I didn't, they would hound her or somebody else.
Are you telling me that I should be having a bunch of news people be asking me questions about stuff?
You never know, you know, you never know.
No, I mean, I haven't really been, nobody's really asked me too many questions, really.
Well, no, I don't know, but I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. If they can put a big, big front page spread in Butte, Montana about my daughter, unbeknownst to any of us, we found out via newspaper.
Hey, Carrie, this is a weird investigation, man. I'm sort of the king of the weird, and
Yeah.
so I know what weird is, and when I'm saying something's weird, something's
way out there,
something
huh?
is weird. Something is weird going on.
Like, way out there.
Anyways, there's going to be a press announcement tomorrow, so I might be giving you a call tomorrow with
Okay.
what's happening there.
Alrighty.
All right.
Well, why don't you, if you need to, like, talk or whatever, just come over sometime.
I sort of,
Yeah.
I've sort of been keeping a journal of kind of a diary.
Okay.
I tend to record what I'm doing a lot, phone calls and stuff. Is it okay if I record you?
Yeah, I guess.
Just so that I can keep it sort of a diary, so you can go say, okay, this is what happened this day. I was talking with Carrie. It's kind of a diary,
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Carrie, for offering us your place. I appreciate that.
Well, you're very welcome. And
All right.
just let me know, okay?
All right,
And I love you when I'm thinking about you a lot. I have a card for you too, okay?
Okay, thank you.
I need your address so I can send it to you.
Okay.
Because it's from a bunch of us at karaoke.
Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, so they know. Okay. 806.
Oh, hang on. I gotta find something to write on. 806.
Yeah, South Jefferson Street,
Okay.
apartment 2.
Okay.
Redwood Falls, Minnesota, 56283.
Five what?
56283.
283. Okay. Okay, well, I will get that in the mail.
Okay, thank you, Carrie. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
We love you.
Love you too.
Bye. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.